What's going on, everyone? Oh, I think the intro recorded. We'll find out. I made a joke. All right, welcome back to Hidden Power. This is a Pokemon podcast, and today we're live streaming. And we are, we're gonna be.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? My name is DustyGogoat. I'm also with the LumiosePost
Hello.
and SoulSilverArt.
What's up?
I don't know if the joke made it or not. YouTube made it look like the joke made it, so you guys might have heard my little joke. Whatever.
What joke did you make?
It was the joke that I was laughing. What do you mean?
When you told us not to talk?
Yes, that joke. Yeah. So anyways, listen, I love this. This is a true VOD. This is a true. We already recorded an episode for Thursday. You're going to get that little present on Thursday. We're doing Pokemon predictions on Thursday. But right now, we're going to hang out. We're going to talk about Pokemon Legends ZA. We're definitely going to get a little hyped about the Pokemon Presents that's coming up at the end of the year. And we're going to be talking about a lot of things. There's a new shiny event in Scarlet and Violet. I'm pretty pumped about that. I have been playing Legends Arceus to get my shiny Enamorous. So that's been a lot of fun. I started a new game as well. So I've got a lot of ideas. But how you guys feeling? This is fun. I like that we've been doing these live streams.
How are we
feeling? Good, man. I'm ready for Pokemon Day, though. You know?
Yeah.
I'm ready to be live streaming on Pokemon Day.
I need to pull up the chat. Pull up the chat.
Yeah, pull up the chat.
A lot of people are here. Everyone's here. Not everyone, but there's like 71 people here already.
Not everyone.
Insane.
Shout out to Cardinal on Twitter for the epic Switch 2 render, the white version of the Switch 2 render that we put in the thumbnail.
Always.
Links are always in the description for Cardinal. I think it's just like a staple at this point. It's just always the links are always in the description for their great art. But here, let me show you guys what I'm looking at right here. We do got a new rumor that surfaced for Legends ZA. I think that'll be fun to read a little bit later. There's also been a lot of fun posts that we've been putting up, trying to get your guys' feedback about Z moves, about Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, I was like, wait. I wasn't watching the screen. I'm looking at the chat. So what does Z moves have to do with anything?
Yeah. So this was great. I love seeing this. The new shiny Outbreak will be appearing in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet this weekend. It's going to feature 3 flying type Pokemon. Are you guys going to be shiny hunting these Pokemon? It's Starly and Fletchling and Picky Peck.
Like regular Picky Peck is definitely worth it.
Oh yeah,
that's the only one that really gets me one. Like I actually haven't looked at Trumbeak either because Trumbeak would be kind of cool.
Trumbeak's really good. Here's the thing.
Toucannon's got a cool shiny. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel the Picky Peck line is the best one out of those for the shinies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, look at this, man. Look at this.
Trumbeak's
That's so cool. Good.
Staraptors isn't like a giant difference, but it's neat.
It's got the blue
brown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got the blue hair thing.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Toucannon. I don't know. I think dude, this shiny is so good. The shiny is so good. With it's got, instead of like those brighter colors, like with the orange. You know what's crazy? I'm realizing Trumbeak or Toucannon, it's got our brand colors. This might need to be our mascot.
New mascot.
Its beak is our like YouTube channel banner.
Oh man.
I'd just like to say, Sun and Moon, Toucannon was like probably arguably my ace.
Really?
Like, I used it in a lot of online battles. That thing kind of
wow. I definitely
online.
I definitely used it a lot.
And in the playthrough. In the playthrough, it was really good. I mean, I think the bird usually is because like it evolves early, you know?
Yeah.
At least to the second stage.
Toucannon just needs like one tweak for me to like really appreciate it. I don't know. I like it. I don't know what it could be. Just something that is not so just a toucan.
Do you like how goofy it is?
I got you.
Yeah, no, I love its like animation stuff and like its quirkiness. But yeah, I love that like art of it next to Piggy Peck, even though they don't look like they should be the same line at all.
I can kind of see it. Yeah,
it makes me so sad that we never got a Woodpecker Pokemon other than those two, because
that was the dream, man.
And you lose it. You lose the Woodpecker aspect, which is a little disappointing. I'm with you there.
I feel like they could have made it like a Toucannon and a Woodpecker. Like that would have been cool.
That would have been cool
to like do both,
like a split evolution.
No. Put them together in this design. Like, just make him a woodpecker toucan.
Yeah, just instead of bending the beak like a toucan does, you have it go straight and it's like a drill or something, you know?
But then it wouldn't look like a toucan.
Yeah, it would. It'd still have the toucan colors.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd still look exactly the same as it's just like a drill beak.
Cross.
You know?
I'd prefer a cross Evo. Anytime there's an opportunity for a cross Evo. But dude, that in Gen 7, that was like Picky Peck was the first Pokemon that they revealed for Gen 7 and Sun and Moon. And I remember that was the speculation. It was like, okay, we got a woodpecker. Like, people are doing the research, right? They're like, this is a woodpecker. It's this specific type of woodpecker. And I'm like, this is great. I love Skarmory. We're going to get a steel flying type woodpecker, right? Or grass, like a grass flying woodpecker would have been sick.
What you're saying, yes.
I remember like vividly watching these videos, these
maybe
YouTuber videos.
Maybe Kalosian Trumbeak will evolve into
a
woodpecker.
Actually, maybe the Gen 10 Trumbeak will have a split evolution into a woodpecker. Even though I don't know about woodpeckers being in Greece or anything, but who knows? Maybe it's a Caribbean region.
Watch it just be the Gen 10 region being anything but that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, anyways, so yeah, I'm definitely, I think what I've been enjoying, so typically with these shiny Pokemon, when I have time, I'll do a little bit of shiny hunting, but truly, I have not done real shiny hunting since like probably Sword and Shield, maybe Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Like I do like passive shiny hunting where I'm just like playing the game, like looking for things, and then I'll end up finding a shiny. But to like pick a hunt and to really drill into it, I haven't done that in a while. So a lot of my hunting or a lot of the shinies that I've been getting in recent years end up being from Pokemon Go. But truthfully, it feels a little shameful for most of my shiny Pokemon to be from Go. Sure. I would rather them be in base Scarlet and Violet or whatever the recent game is. Like these, like I just got a shiny Tangela and it was from a horde in Legends Arceus, or like a massive mass outbreak. Is that what it's called? And
just outbreak.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's mass outbreak. Massive mass outbreaks were Legends Arceus.
That's what I said. Legends Arceus.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Those are the big. There's two is the thing. One is mass outbreaks and one is massive.
Okay.
Outbreaks.
Yeah. So, anyways, and it felt good to get that shiny Tangela in Legends Arceus. Like for whatever reason, my, I have a little bit of prejudice where I'm like, no, it's not real if it's from Go. If it's a community day shiny, it's too easy to get. I still have them and they're still fun to, collect. My point is, I'm excited for this event. I'll go hard. We'll be streaming. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun hangout. We can all stream and shiny hunt these together. But what's good about these Pokemon being their base form is I can catch 3 of each and level them up and have 1 of each. But I guess I already have a shiny. I have 2 shiny. I have a shiny Talonflame and a shiny the middle stage, Fletchinder.
I think I have one of them too, of the Talonflame line. I think
I have none of them.
And I got
a shiny hunt.
And I think I have a shiny, whatever it's called. The Sinnoh-Bird. The Sinnoh-Bird.
Pokemon. Oh, okay.
The gutsy Sinnoh-Bird.
Staraptor?
Yeah, Staraptor.
Staravia?
Yeah. I think I have a lot of those too. A lot of shinies of those as well, just because the games have been out for so long.
None. I only have one shiny bird, and that's my Noctowl.
Yeah, that's the good one.
I just want to say Piggypeck is like one of my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. It's wild.
It's good, man.
It's so cool.
It's cute.
He's just a little cute woodpecker.
It would be crazy, yeah.
He just became a big woodpecker.
My wife has a shiny Corviknight, and she named it Lancelot, and I like that name.
That's fun.
That's a good name.
And it's a good shiny. It's a good shiny. It's got this silver appearance. I love that. I love that so much. Anyways, I'm excited for this. It's kind of lackluster, but I think their final forms are great.
It's not lackluster. It's sus is what it is.
Okay.
Wait, what? What is?
This thing they're doing right now. Have you noticed that they have like a little obsession with flying right now? Like they've got this happening.
Here we go.
This happening. They also, for the record too, like if you wanted to say, okay, but this is happening way before Pokemon Day, they could roll out another one of these because they could then do shiny Rookidee, shiny Wattrel, and Hoodoo.
Yeah.
But but like I don't know.
That'd be
it's
fun.
A little weird.
They give us all the
and then
starter birds.
You could do more birds too. Like those are the regional birds, but then you've got like Squawkabilly, Mandibuzz, Braviary. You know,
they just give us Flamigo. That's a bird.
Yeah. But like I don't know, man. They have like this going on. You know, on Pokemon Day, there's like a flying Tera Eevee event. They also, like, I don't know if y'all saw the posters at GameStop, like, promoting Pokemon Day, but it's Pikachu and the Eeveelutions and, like, hot air balloons.
Yeah.
Now, I think, obviously, like, the fans are, like, jumping to, like, flying type, Eeveelution, and maybe, that'd be cool. My thing is, what if it's the reveal of the Sky Battles and Legends EA, but it's actually, like, it's good now, like, it's better.
Dude, that's a cool take.
That's a good prediction. Wow.
That's fun. That's a fun
game. Am I
going
to be featured in a SoulSilverArt tweet now?
You might be.
I think that.
Yeah.
It could be.
You start tweeting like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just puts balloons, Eevee,
Sky Battles. Yeah. Oh my god.
Tweet like Dusty. Everyone write your like version of a Dusty tweet in the chat right now.
Listen, I want to say though that I don't think that an Eevee evolution is impossible for Legends EA.
Oh no, definitely not.
It's still possible.
I mean, I'll be real.
Definitely
I'm like we've been tweeting this out. The intern's been going off. Shout out to our intern Nick.
Yeah.
Or he's not really an intern, but
he's not an intern.
But the joke is that when
there's actually so many of them.
yeah. The joke is when I
never know
tweet
who it is.
from the Hidden Power account, it's the intern. But shout out to Nick for manning the fort with the
Dusty's the actual intern
for the Twitter page.
Normally it's Dusty.
But when we're this is definitely tongue in cheek. You know, like we're happy to share the news of a new Eevee giveaway. The joke is, well, this is gonna be a flying type evolution, right, guys? Like it's a joke. It's a joke. But listen, I'll believe
Until
it.
it is
possible.
I'll believe
it's possible.
Because for the record, if they do some kind of like super revamped Sky Battles, like, because that's the thing is Sky Battles have like a negative taste in Pokemon fans' mouths because it kind of, you know, many people's opinions, it ruined the sprites because like you got a lot of T-posing Pokemon. But Scarlet and Violet's fixed that. You know, really Legends Arceus fixed that. Where like now Pokemon, some of them, the ones that can fly, will like fly above water, but then their regular animations, them standing or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, I think you can have a Pokemon like a Sky Battle, and it's a big deal because like it's revamped now, it's reworked. It's also, of course, another element to like it all being set in Lumio City because like we've said many times before, if Legends Arceus is Breath of the Wild, then this is Tears of the Kingdom, and in Tears of the Kingdom you're up in the sky too, you know? So they could do that, but then like you use a new flying Eevee to kind of promote these Sky Battles, you know?
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's just the hardest thing is like thinking about how they would be like, oh, there was never this Eevee in X and Y, but now it's here.
Yeah,
you know?
but also no, I mean that doesn't bother me.
Discovered the new evolution method. I think that's just easy. Like,
but
like, I don't think it'll be a stone, but let's say there's something called like the Wind Stone. Well, it's really easy. It's
I love that.
The evolution has always been here. You just didn't find the Windstone, and
that was up in the sky.
X and Y, you know, because it was up in the sky. That's it. Yeah,
it was. Yeah, it comes from a cloud. It's like when a cloud like solidifies.
Y'all remember
it falls
too,
from the clouds
with the Tera Leak. We got like a lot of concept art for areas in X and Y. And
yeah, I know where you're going with this.
One area that we got was like there were hot air balloons everywhere, and so like, you know, tinfoil hat on, maybe like that's the thing, is hot air balloons are somehow tied into these Sky Battles or something, and so, you know, they have like that kind of comes back or whatever.
No, dude, that's super cool. I could totally see that.
Because the thing is, the hot air balloons was the connection there is the hot air balloons are like on the GameStop poster. Yeah. It's Pikachu and some Eeveelutions and a hot air balloon. I don't know. But maybe they just like kind of show it off with like Mega Drifblim, you know?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I even saw the GameStop. Trail or image.
I think Bun on
can you send
Twitter,
it to me? Can you find it and send it to me?
Yeah, I'll try to find it. I think I saw it because Bun like reposted it and said something about it.
So I think the most important thing here that like we're all overlooking is that this giveaway was only like this distribution is only in like 4 select countries, right? It's not even in Japan. So I don't.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So this isn't.
That's crazy.
This actually does not mean anything. Again,
means
we're just
zero.
playing with the fun idea, but I actually think it means nothing.
Okay, or it's only been announced for those countries. Because my thing is, GameStop is a U.S. place, and it's got the whole Eevee hot air balloons thing going on.
Yeah.
I just sent it to, I think, Hidden Power, the post where I saw it.
Sweet.
Okay. Shout out to Boots for posting this.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that is fun.
Yeah, but you see, and it's straight up for Pokemon Day. Like, it has Pokemon Day, the logo.
All right, here we go.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
When was this?
She posted it on February 2nd, so 2 days ago.
All right, so here we'll just like the photo. Thanks for the credit. Okay, this is what I want to see in this photo, right? It's the Eeveelutions, and the balloon has a bunch of different colors, and I'm gonna count them now to determine which colors represent which Pokemon. So we got Umbreon on the right with the black.
Yeah.
The pink is Espeon. Then we got Leafeon with green. Is the white Glaceon?
Or something new?
No, Glaceon's down earlier.
Yeah.
Because then Flareon, Jolteon, Sylveon, Glaceon, Vaporeon.
Okay, so we got Umbreon.
Maybe white's just Eevee, you know?
Yeah.
Or
Leafeon or Arion. Arion, guys. Wait,
there not
1,
two
2,
white
3,
stripes?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
No,
9.
the one over there looks to me like a light blue. Like
Aren't
kind of
there-
like Glaceon.
Aren't
you
there
zoom
only
in a
8
little on it?
Eeveelutions?
Can you click on this photo and zoom in so we can look at the balloon a bit better?
Zoom and enhance.
Zoom and enhance. Yeah, see, it's like a light blue compared to the white.
Go down a little
See,
bit.
you kind of, see, there's a bit of a difference.
I'm just wondering
It's
if
a
it's the
light blue.
glass or if it's the actual.
No, that's totally it, because there's no other one that would represent Glaceon. Other Eeveelutions are represented here.
Because if that's true, then that's wild. Unless
So there's only 7 Eeveelutions. And guess what? Eevee is not
Holy
white.
crap.
I started this as a joke.
It's shiny is.
It's shiny is white. Okay.
White is kind of like a blank
I
slate
think-
too, you know.
Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking like it's more representative of the type, and so like white normal. You know?
Oh yeah, true.
This
like,
is
it's the
hilarious.
basic.
This is hilarious.
Seriously, you did start it off as a joke.
It really was a
what
joke
about
because
the balloon? It kind of became a unless, you know, JK
Ayo.
unless.
Vaughn,
So,
Vaughn
you gotta
says
tweet it.
Breezy on.
Breezeon is so good.
Oh.
Just the good vibes. Just the good vibes.
That's a good name.
Damn.
I like that.
Yo, shout out to everyone in the chat. Kiara, Epic Randomness, Joshi, AJ's here from Redirect. What's up, man?
Thanks for watching that, Taylor, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm kind of like flabbergasted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It was like I was kind of actually like I started this as like a, you know, people are saying Eevee. I think it could be Skybound, but now I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I said, it is possible because when you think about all the Pokemon, if we don't get any like new Pokemon in this game, just Megas.
Yeah.
If they wanted to give us a new Pokemon, it would have to be a legendary, a mythical, or something special like an Eeveelution, because it's just like a random one, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually really possible.
We'll see.
My big thing is it would make more sense for Gen 10 just because they usually do the even generation numbers to do one of these, and they haven't done an Eeveelution in so long, and it'd be such a huge thing, a pull for Gen 10, but yeah.
It would also be cool to
Counterpoint.
put that in Legends ZA because that's the last. The Kalos region was the last time we got an Eeveelution.
And it didn't get a counterpart.
Yeah.
My
Sylveon
counterpoint
didn't
to all that as well would be, for one, they actually don't do them every other generation. That happens to be the case, but remember in Sun and Moon, we learned from the Terra League that in Sun and Moon, an Eeveelution was planned, but it was scrapped.
That's true.
And that was not an even number generation. That was Gen 7. And what Eeveelution was that?
It was a flying type Eeveelution.
It was Breezeon.
Guys, it was Breezeon. What a good name that is. I mean, there's some good ones.
It
Arion.
will now be like if it's a flying evolution, I will nickname it Breezeon.
Breezeon is so good.
like because it's it's Pokemon, so it's gonna be like Feathereon,
Yeah, I hope it goes down the cloud route.
Talonflame, guys. It's not gonna be great,
I hope it gets like clouds and not like bird feathers.
I hope it doesn't
They've
get
done a good job.
Turns into like a hippogriff
so far, though.
Oof, that'd be fun. I hope it doesn't get cut because we just actually leaked the name.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Did you guys see?
Watching this right now. Delete it.
Did you guys see?
The fans did it again.
You guys see Toby came back?
No, I didn't see that. Of course
super
we
fun,
saw
man.
it.
That's super fun. I wonder what his first video is gonna be. I mean, I guess he put out a video. He did put out like a cryptic.
I love
teaser video.
That was so good.
Should we watch it and react to it?
Yeah, I mean, do we have his permission to? I'm sure he wouldn't mind, but
no,
should
let's
we?
do it. So this is his whole thing right here. So the Gen 2. Yeah, he's gonna love this. Yeah, Gen 2.
I was wondering if he was gonna like talk in this, but I loved how they did it. Where it was just
so he's playing a Gen 2
it's
game.
teaser.
He's
Can't
battling
do too
Keeper
much.
Toby. I love that with the.
There he
custom.
goes.
And the lore with this is that like this person in the world of Johto is literally called Keeper Toby. That exact person. It just the sprite.
Pull
was
up the
custom
game
made.
right now. He's there.
He goes,
He
okay,
exists.
no, I can do better. So Keeper Toby's on a mission. I forgot about this. This is cool.
How hard are we fanboying right now?
I'm pumped. It's a friend. I'm not fanning. It's a friend.
Very.
It's a friend.
Oh, frick that. Fine, you want to call him a friend? He is a friend, but I am also a fan.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I love
Burn Tower.
I love that it was Sprite.
Yeah.
Like this just gives me the nostalgia, man.
It's something I love.
Oh, True Green's here. What's up, True Green?
What's up, Ron? Yeah, this is crazy. I don't think I've actually studied this a little bit. Oh, there's just like a little guy.
At this point, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna break into the scene and be like, hey,
whoa, what does this say? What was that?
You can be better, I think.
I cannot read unknown. I don't know about y'all, but
that's you can be better.
Can be better. All right.
I'm terrible at it.
Dude, this is cool. This is like hype beast stuff. It's like self-motivation.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, Lumi's good at this. All right. Damn, look at that eye.
You got to move the little like hand out of the way.
Oh.
The cursor. I love this. It felt like Arceus, at the beginning.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It was very much.
You fell out of love with making videos, did you not? I don't think I've actually read all this and sat down with this all. I have so many new ideas, but we would be different.
Watched this like 9 times.
Really?
Oh my god.
No, I probably watched it
the
3
one
times.
time.
I probably watched it 3 times.
We're just supporting the boy out.
Oh, he's literally.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. I actually haven't read this text.
That's funny that you didn't watch it like this.
I mean, I read it. I mean, I watched it, but it was kind of like I was like, oh, cool.
You were listening. You were hearing, but
well,
not
let's be honest. He sent
Dusty
us.
did the typical Pokemon.
Well, let's be honest.
He didn't read the text, bro.
Yeah, but he sent us like he sent us some of these screenshots, and like we saw some of the process of this. That's the truth of it.
Yeah. By the way, Ron is the one that designed this little guy.
Oh,
Lord
that's
Keeper.
so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the new jingle for the intro at the end. No way, Ron. That's awesome.
I love that to the music.
The music is so good.
So good.
The music,
yeah.
It's actually been stuck in my head quite a few times. That's awesome. And then
a little rainbow coloring, and it's like Mega Evolution like.
Ron, are you allowed to say what the inspirations were for like this little dude?
If you're not, it's totally
He's not
fine,
allowed.
man. I doubt he is, but
People said
Don't give
unknown
in.
Togetic, snapped on that Togetic, Cypher Togetic.
I love the mystery that he has created around it too.
Yeah.
That's really great. To just
Very
be like,
good.
what is this?
Evil Togetic. That is cool. That is fun. I'm glad he's back.
Bro, when you
He'll
posted
for
this, though,
Togetic.
are you the one that posted this or was it the intern? Because
This
I was
me.
like,
he's not actually an
okay.
intern. I don't know if that's disrespectful to say.
no, it's
Yeah,
not.
I
It's a
posted it.
joke.
Therefore, the intern posted it. If I posted
The
it, it's the
intern is
intern.
a joke.
Yeah.
Like it's a running gag on the channel. Because
Either
it
way, when
started
you
long
posted
before we
this,
had people.
It was like right around the time that he dropped it, and I was like, does Toby want this like post?
I actually
like
did
this?
call him and asked him if I could promote it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was a little bit like, dang.
I mean, yeah, he wants to get it out. He wants to get it out. But
sure.
listen, I'm excited he's back. I think, yeah, honestly, as a fan, as a friend, I do think there was a little bit of so we started our podcast, and absolutely we looked up to him and saw him as like a point of inspiration. We do a different thing, but yeah, absolutely, we are inspired by Toby. And when he decided to, like, we started working with him, and then when he decided to take his bow, it was a little able to, like, we were just giving him space. Like, I felt rude to be like, hey, what do you think about this Pokemon theory?
Right.
Because I think he
especially because he had like other endeavors he was pursuing too. So it wasn't just like he was like taking a break. It was he was putting his focus elsewhere. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is cool. True.
So you don't want to be like, I'm focusing on this right now, and then you're hounding him every day like, to pull him back in. You know.
Yeah. So I'm excited for him to be back. I'm excited for him to, like, I don't even know what he has planned for videos. I mean, I think I know a little bit, but I don't really know. And I'm excited to see whatever that might be, because it's also going to fuel us. Like, I think something that could be cool is like, yeah, like watching his stuff and then building on his theories, right? I feel like that's what we all do in the community,
100% for sure.
True Green
this is cool.
Said we wanted something that felt like a combination of mysterious and nostalgic Pokemon. I'm going to post some beta art soon.
That's awesome.
Go, what is it? Is it follow or subscribe on Twitter? I always forget.
On Twitter?
Go follow or subscribe to True Green 7 so you don't miss that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't
really
already,
cool.
what's wrong with you?
I love the beta art. Like, it's like as if all of our stuff is official. I love the idea of like us having our own beta art. I did that on my.
Well, because you do,
No, it's true. When I designed some Pokemon last year with an artist, and we put out the video, and then for patrons I like made the beta art and like the concept document where I was like writing down all my notes, the different iterations of the Pokemon. Yeah, the beta Pokemon, like all in the document. That was super fun. That was super fun to do. I do hope I can get. I would like to prioritize and make some new Fakemon. I think it's a lot of fun to do, but
yeah, you should.
It was, I don't know, man. It's fun. It does take a lot of time, and the podcast also takes a lot of time. So.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that's that.
Maybe you shouldn't.
That is the trade-off. Yeah. Anyways, let's give the people what they want to hear. Anyways, this is great. Awesome job, Ron. I didn't realize you were so involved in it. That's great.
We got a few people saying the sound. Sir. We said a few people were saying the sound was weird, but other people are just saying to reset their stream, their service.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
It seems to happen from time to time with our streams.
I think we're good. Just Yeah.
Let
us know.
Yeah. Are you guys playing Space Time Smackdown at all? Are you guys playing with the new packs?
The new packs.
You guys are on the stream.
I'm not like battling with it, but Soul isn't.
Yeah. It's
you
fun,
guys,
man.
This guy is not. You know what?
Free.
I'm very tempted every time that a new pack comes out, which has not been that often, but 3 times now. I'm tempted.
Just do it.
And then I get the HD like renders of the actual cards, and I have them all saved, and I'm just like,
sure,
I have them.
I know you're not an Infernape fan, Soul, but that Infernape like full art card is sick.
Even me not as an Infernape fan, it does look pretty good. It's good.
The thing that I'm excited, I don't know. I feel like I yell at Soul every episode to just like try the game, because I also wasn't interested in this title, and it feels different when you pull the card and now you have the card, and now you can make a deck with the card, and now you can play with the card. It's a totally different experience than just looking at it.
I've been thinking about it, and then I thought about like I just don't really feel like learning a whole like meta or something like that I need to know to be able to be good at this game even.
But I'll like I mostly play the game offline against the computer, and it's just as like challenging, and there's rewards, and also there's no meta. Like I most of the time, like until I collect enough of the cards to use the cards, I'll just use the rental decks, which you unlock. It's just like it's passive. It's fun. And I think why I care about it is like I've been able to find new favorite Pokemon or Pokemon that I'm actually looking at with affection or whatever, right? Like I'm like this is a cool Pokemon only because I've been able to use it in TCG Pocket. Yeah. And I don't know if other people have had that experience, but that's fun.
I think they might get me once they do like a generation that I love. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how
I was waiting for Gen 2.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm resisting, like Necrozma or something.
Yeah,
but
true.
the Gen 4 ones, I was just like, bro.
No, totally.
I was like, I did not want to see Gen 4 Pokemon in this.
Dude,
No,
I'm
totally.
telling you, Soul, I have so much respect for you, but your disdain for the Sinnoh starters baffles me every time. Like, that is, like, the thing I can never get over with you. Like, every time you say it, I'm like, he doesn't like the Sinnoh starters, you know?
It's not that I don't like them. I don't like Infernape, and the other two are just kind of like,
Nah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yo, check this out. All right, so Ron did post the beta art for
nice.
For like the little sprite, the little like new Pokemon that Toby has as
cool.
his mascot. This is
Sure.
funny. Yeah, Ron said he thought he showed it to me, and I'm looking at these now. I think you did, and listen.
Ron, are you allowed to show these? I mean, obviously.
I mean, he
but
posted them on his Twitter.
It's just like it kind of gives away a little bit. Like, so we have a little Arceus guy and a little Hoopa guy at the same
Which is
And
cool.
a Claydol or Baltoy.
So he's really
I don't
just
even-
thinking about like these different like these little creatures that could be kind of recognizable, you know? Like they're just simplified versions of these Pokemon. I think it is not a Pokemon though. Is that correct?
We don't know.
What?
We don't know if it's a Pokemon.
What do
or
you
not.
mean? Like, it's not a canon, like...
Well, I know it's not a
in-lore
canon Pokemon,
yeah.
but I'm saying like I don't know if it's a fake mon, you know?
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
You're saying, like, in the lore that he's creating around this creature, you're saying you don't know if it is a Pokemon.
I feel like when I've messaged
Like, it
on
might just
Twitter
be like a
and I've said
creature
what
or a
Pokemon is
deity or
this,
something.
Toby has said it's not a Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Well, if that happened, then yeah, then it's not a Pokemon.
Ron, yeah, we got a super chat here by Warren.
Yeah.
Thank you, Warren. This is your first time super chatting.
Warren Bauman's DC channel.
Big DC guy, love that. Guys,
Marvel's
the sound has been cutting in and out. Love y'all's videos. Damn. All right, it's been cutting out.
Refresh the stream if the sound is
see.
cutting in and out.
Everything looks
'cause
good on
others
my
are
end.
reporting that when they cut out, they refresh it. Char made the point that probably the little unknown Togetic guy, like messed with the stream.
Yeah, that
it
has
was too
happened.
powerful.
No, that happened. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, Ron. If you're still in here, I really like the little Arceus one
Yeah.
a lot.
Yo,
I like them all.
Should
I
we
dig them.
should we invite
That one's
Ron onto the stream to explain this?
If he wants to jump
If he
in, he
wants
can.
to.
Let me know, Ron. If you're available, we can get you in here.
Also, Epic Randomness said, I'm waiting for a Flapple card. And yeah, if we have a Flapple card, I might just download the game.
True.
Time to
Have
play the game.
they done? Yeah, they've done some Galarmons because they did Sizzlipede and Centiskorch.
They did?
That was in the very first set.
I don't remember it. Either way, yeah. Growing pains. I think once they put, which in this new set, they did put a lot of really big and notable TCG artists. Like they made cards, and I was really happy.
Oh yeah,
about
this
it.
set was like awesome with Cecil.
Yeah. I can't really
Sasquatch.
see it that well, but I do see that it exists.
But you see that it is a Centiskorch.
Yeah. Not anymore, because I don't know what Dusty's doing. Actually, I think he's getting Ron on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Ron in. Ron, yeah.
Joshy. Yes, we want Ron.
Yeah, Ron, join the HP recording booth. You should have permissions to jump in there. You should. I can mess with everything right now. Permissions.
If you need to. Yeah, never mind. Let's
see.
You should have it. I think. We'll see. Maybe he'll join.
Epic Randomness said in response to your Flapple thing, Soul, he said, he said,
This is the one time.
the one time Soul is based.
There have
Hello,
been multiple
Ron.
Whoa.
What's up, man? How
What
you
up,
doing?
What up?
Existing. Actually, I
Nice.
was.
Hear that.
That's why
You were recording?
Yeah, it was. I procrastinate so much when I'm recording. Like every other
Yeah.
like paragraph, I just look on Twitter or YouTube.
It's definitely stressful.
Fair.
Been
It's
there.
definitely stressful. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. So this art is really cool. How you feeling about Toby coming back? It's nice to have a friend return.
I just like originally he left because he was like burnt out and stuff, and also wanted to pursue other things. But like, so I just wanted to. When he told me like many months ago, I was like, I just wanted to make sure that he was returning with like a new mindset, and that it wouldn't just repeat again. So I mean, by now he's definitely very much into what he's about to release and everything. But yeah, it's just gonna be really good. Hopefully, this is basically the press tour, I guess.
I know, that's what I'm realizing. That's what I'm realizing. Yeah, these little creatures are cool. Can you give us any teases on what you might use these for in a future video?
I mean, this was literally just when we were making the mascot, right? Like, we were just on a call and we were trying to design a mascot. Can't tell you what like the mascot is or anything yet.
Sure.
But like it's like, I don't know if you saw Dusty, but like he's made a lot of branding with it, like a lot of testing various stuff with it, a lot of animations, a lot of different art styles and stuff like that he'll use for just the brand. I guess that's what the mascot is for. The other ones, like originally, like I wanted him to use the one that looks like an Arceus originally.
Yeah,
it's so cute. With the little legs.
I do like that.
Yeah, that's I don't know if it's my favorite. It's my favorite for like in terms of the purposes of his mascot. Obviously, I the final one that we picked is like I'm already attached to it. It's like at this point my favorite. Yeah. But originally I did make the Arceus one first. But again, it makes sense with his like the vibe of his channel too. Like it feels like
a bird
lore keeper.
Sure.
Well, I guess what's funny is that like in the end the final mascot is flying, so like it does feel like a continuation of his like previous branding. Yeah. So if it makes sense. Actually the clay doll I think was the first one we did.
The clay doll one is cool. I think for me, when I look at these, and maybe this is something he tried to tell me, but I think he was thinking about something that he could create that could also be used as a flat vector type logo.
Something as a logo, something also easy that some people can draw.
Yeah.
On their own. So that's why the clay doll was first. But then I think the Hoopa one, the Hoopa and the Arceus one, I'm gonna use for my own purposes. Like I'm gonna use
like a baby Pokemon. Baby Pokemon, maybe.
Like I'm not just a bit. Like maybe it could be some kind of mascot that I can use somehow.
Oh yeah,
because it's so cute. Like I would love to make some kind of branding with the Hoopa.
Both of them are definitely adorable.
I like that the Hoopa's like kind of so different from the other four. Like you can tell like you were playing around with different ideas with that one.
It doesn't even have the giant eye.
Yeah, because the question was how mysterious do we want it to be? How playful do we want it to be? Do we want it to because any channel with that kind of Hoopa mascot would be very fun. It would be a good It would just be a good mascot. But then no, we wanted something I guess mysterious and stuff. Yeah. And you'll see like the mascot is very like it's the perfect combination of everything a mascot can be, I guess.
No, I think
we've only seen like a tease to it basically at this point. So
looking right here, it's very like what I think I like visually is that the wing also basically matches. It's like almost the same shape or icon as the body, which feels nice. Like it's like one less. If there's three elements, there's the head and the body and the wing. Two of them are already duplicated. So when I look at this, it's very easy to read it, and it's pleasant to look at.
And it's crazy. I mean, like all of these were designed in literally like a minute each. So it's crazy when you like design something in a minute and then becomes basically something that he'll use forever.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of pressure. That's cool. That is actually awesome, man. To kind of have like a little bit of ownership. Not ownership, but you could take pride in it.
And it's funny because technically when you use Keeper Toby, like every year he would just have a different mascot and everything.
Maybe
I don't know. Maybe
next year you'll have to make another one.
Next year will be the Arceus.
Does this thing evolve? Yeah.
We'll find out. Hopefully. Hopefully you'll continue using it in some form.
So, Ron, we have a lot of people in the chat wondering, and I'm sure if it is, you can't say anything regardless, but any talk of Calm Mind coming back?
No.
I didn't even see that.
No? Okay.
I don't think he again, that would be part of like, he wasn't burnt out because of Calm Mind, especially since like when he was leaving, he was totally down to just like continue Calm Mind, even though he was, even during his off thing.
Yeah.
But, no, I don't want to burn him out regardless.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think
that's solid.
I think he already has a really good, like if the mission of Calm Mind is to like see, you two in another light outside of Pokemon, not outside of Pokemon, but to see other shades of you both. I think you already have two outlets. Both of you have an outlet for that already. I think you've developed a couple new formats over the last year that are similar to a podcast. Yeah, so cool to talk to other YouTubers and kind of get an understanding of like where they, you know, what their inspirations are, what their story is. I love that. And Toby already does such a great job, I think, on his vlog channel, kind of showing the behind the scenes of whatever he's got going on in his life.
Exactly.
So maybe Calm Mind returning would be redundant.
It's also just like, I guess the main reason it ended, and I guess it's just a good lesson for any podcast, and also just to show how much your podcast makes more sense than Calm Mind, which is first that you guys have a gimmick, like you have a thing, not a gimmick, you have a thing that you're doing, like not even niche, you have like there's a point to the podcast, there's a thing that you guys do, like, you know, it's all about like speculation and news and stuff like that. It makes so that, like, while our podcast there was no thing that we were doing, like I
don't think you're describing it right, but I see what you're saying. Like
we had a gimmick, but
you did.
Gimmick doesn't make.
But maybe it wasn't a drive
doesn't
to.
Matter.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't like it wasn't something that was like.
There was no
new
topic, I
viewership.
guess. There was no topic. You guys have a set topic. People come in and they're always going to get it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is that I loved Calm Mind because, like, as fans of both of your channels, and this is before I met both of you. It was like, I think the promise was to give a behind the scenes of, and to kind of build that parasocial relationship with your audiences, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was the purpose, and I think it was successful.
Yeah, again, when we went to like Worlds in 2022, like that, we were constantly just met with people who were fans of the podcast. Like they would bring up the podcast. It was funny because again, it wasn't a big podcast or anything. But the number one reason, and again, this is why yours works, is that the reason why our podcast didn't work as much is that Toby didn't like to disagree, and we just didn't disagree about a lot of things.
Sure, yeah.
We were calm guys, I guess.
Yeah.
And
so we disagree quite a bit.
And when you just there's no conversation when you guys just agree with whatever was proposed by the other.
Okay. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
We disagree, I think, to a fault.
Yeah, I disagree with everything you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, and we like that. We like that. It's okay to disagree.
3 people is like often we'll have. I think it's more fun, like even when it's happening to me, like when there's 2 people like hanging up on the other person, you know.
True.
Yeah.
And 3 is better than 2 in a podcast form. I think 3 is the ideal. 3, 4 is ideal podcast.
It does make
we
it
were
easier
even
on us.
talking about the other day how like you know, sometimes we'll have like, you know, because there's 3 people, we'll have different ideas for like direction or even small things like, you know, whether it's like art or merch or something, you know. So we'll like be discussing, and it's nice having 3 people because, you know, like, whereas if it was, say, me and Dusty, like Dusty might think one thing and I might think another, and it's like, okay, well, we have to make a decision. Someone's kind of going to get like a little shelved out, but it's nice because like you have a third
tiebreaker,
person,
baby,
and so there's a tiebreaker,
Sure,
and so it's easier to be like, you know, like, okay, well then, yeah, you know, 2 against 1, that's fair, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm looking right now at Lumiose, your like camera, your background, and I just realized that I had this question for a long time, like why. You're called Lumiose, but like the branding behind you, like the theme of your room, which is amazing, by the way, it looks amazing. The room, like it's very Alola.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You know, honestly, it's just kind of something that evolved. Kalos was always my favorite region, so I went with Lumiose. But like this was kind of always like my thought. Like I did the Lumiose post. I would like the idea there is like an outpost. We have in the city I live in. It's actually really sad. It's actually gonna close this year, but in the city I live in, there is this place. It's like a lounge, and it looks similar to this, much better, of course, because you know their budget's
Tiki
a little
lounge.
bit bigger. Yeah, and I loved the idea of like just some random tiki, like it looks straight out of like the Polynesian islands, in the middle of a city, like because it's right in the heart of our downtown, and so it's like this escape. So that's kind of where I like formed it, I guess.
And even like the way you put like the posters and stuff, like just a little askew, like off on an angle, like it makes it look even more authentic. I don't know. It looks very good.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Your
Thank you.
shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh
like,
my god! You're totally right.
He's
You really
Hawaiian.
should rebrand, dude.
well, see, because the whole thing was, the thing that I loved about this place was that it existed right there in the middle of the city. Like you're outside, it's bustling, it's busy. You know, you're about to get hit by a car, all this, and then you just walk in there, and the vibe is like totally different. You get sleepy because it's dim, and it looks. I mean, I don't want to say like this because honestly, I do think this looks good and I'm proud of it, but it is nothing compared to that place. But
No,
yeah,
it's cool, man. It's cool.
Completely different things. By the way, you were scrolling through my Twitter. Actually, what do you think about that compass that I made? Go back to my.
I did. Yeah, I glanced at this. I thought I didn't sit down and look at every single one, but I loved this so much.
It's hard to even understand what's going on if you weren't like I made it on stream with the 4th gen gamer.
Yeah. So this is a political compass of the legendary Pokemon. Awesome. I love this like chart. You got authoritarian at the top, libertarian at the bottom, and then left and right on the left and the right. And this is funny. So how did you go through? How did you make these decisions? Was this based on like their lore and their dex entries, or was this just kind of on a vibe?
100%. It was not. It was like 10% vibe. It was originally going to be just vibe, but no, we went really serious because we're like we don't have any other opportunity. Might as well be very serious so we can actually have like a definitive political compass. Like we tried, and it makes a lot of sense. But like one thing that when people see it is that they think like obviously people have bias, which whatever like political affiliation they have. Like none of this is based on whether the Pokemon is good or not. Yeah. Like for example,
it's based on philosophy. Yeah.
Literally like their ideology and how they act. But like for example, Chimpao, like you'll have probably a lot of like audience members that are on the left and would probably associate with where Chimpao is. But Chimpao is very evil. He's a very bad guy. So like while he's right next to, for example, Cobalion, which I say is a very good guy. Yeah. So like it's not if they're good or not. You know?
No, I see it. I see it. Yeah. The Swords of Justice. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they protect other people. They would be libertarian because they're kind of for that freedom element.
Very anti-authority.
Yeah, that's super fun, man. I love Marshadow right at the bottom, just like wants to be left alone.
Yeah, and he has no ideology or anything. He just wants to. He doesn't want to be involved at all. So like he's just full on libertarian.
So funny, dude. This is cool.
And it was tough. Like even like it was fun also seeing like the duality. For example, Zekrom and Reshiram are like actually like. Opposites of each other and actually make sense on the political compass. People also like apparently Tapu Lele is the closest to a Nazi.
That was wild. I was like,
I didn't watch the stream. Is the stream
it was
up?
a very niche stream. No, I don't think so. I'll post it once.
Registeel's Gym 4 design.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like again, we were getting like, oh, but what about the memes and stuff? But no, we want it to be very legit.
Sure.
I respect that.
This is funny, dude. This is so funny.
I'm trying to think of like funniest. Ho-Oh and like Xerneas being next to each other, being like both like very rainbow Pokemon and like just being about like resurrecting and life makes total sense them near each other. I always thought it was funny to put like Melmetal, like that's basically just a normal like conservative, like a normal like a Republican. Yeah. It's just so funny him just walking around. He's just a Republican.
Yeah. This is funny, man. This is funny. What a fun idea for a video. That is fun.
Very different, very unique.
It was interesting to look at even like what you based it on, the like graph or whatever. I think it's posted under it if you look.
Yeah.
But yeah, just looking at all of I was like, whoa, this is so many different isms in here. There's one that says soulism, and I was like,
that's me. I don't even know what it stands for, but it's me. Oh wow, dude. I've never even seen this. Man, these are like labels for things like these are the type of labels that like explain things that maybe don't even need an explanation. Yeah. Like syndicalism.
And technically, like half of these are actually like fiction. Like for example, half of these
there's like Sith and Jedi on here somewhere.
Yeah, I think there is like literally Sithism here, but like it's a good tool to like explain. Maybe you're like a Sith. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe. Your ideology is literally like the dark side. I don't know. But like,
listen, the Sith just believe in passion, and I can get behind passion, right? For love, right? Just
there you go. Save the ones you love. You didn't know, but
but some also show you that like labels are constantly changing. Like for example, like there's for example,
just liberalism means a lot of different things now.
Like a pink libertarian, you think like. That basically is now called like rainbow libertarian. So you think like that, like an LGBTQ plus person wouldn't be that kind, like wouldn't be that, but that's just based on our social dynamics right now. But anybody can be anything here, basically. So it's very fun to learn some of these things, even if it's just like not just for politics, but just for ideologies, I guess.
Man, this is like so above my head. I love this. I'm like just reading all these little things that I've never seen before. We've gotten so off topic from Legends ZA.
I don't even know where I could fall.
But that's so cool, man.
nobody left. Like the viewership's still
Oh
the
no,
same, so I'm
they're still
assuming they, like,
watching.
Awesome.
This is my favorite thing about our streams when people just pop in. Yeah, dude.
And technically, it is speculation. It's
It
on
is.
topic.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like you
man.
guys could have totally done this. Not gonna lie.
I didn't. Was this a trend that was going around?
No.
Those
Okay.
trends
I
that
feel
they
like
started.
It's about to
intelligent
trend.
enough to
It's
do
about
this.
to. Yeah.
They're starting the trend.
yeah,
I went. I drove all the way to deep into Long Island for a collab with. Do you know who Emily Hopkins is?
that sounds familiar.
I feel like I've heard the name.
You may have seen like any shorts of her. She's big on TikTok and shorts, and like her shorts always pop up on everybody. Like even like she's a harpist. Like she's in the, I guess, the music sphere.
Yes,
of
I've
YouTube,
seen
but
it.
even-
I've seen a TikToker who's a harpist.
And even like people who don't like care about music, YouTube or TikTok,
Yeah.
see her stuff.
I googled her and I feel like I definitely recognize her.
Oh, Ron, I was
So
watching you did a video with another musician on YouTube, and that showed up in my
Oh, that was
algorithm.
fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was super
I
fun.
guess I'm branching into like music stuff now.
I mean, it makes sense, man. That's what
Cool.
you've always cared about.
Exactly.
That's
But,
awesome.
like I'm
man.
doing it. I went all the way to Long Island to like do a collab with her, and then turns out she's like just 8 minutes away from 4th Gen Gamer and Galactic Elliot's like
That's awesome,
shop.
man. Yeah.
If you know, they have like a video game shop. It's an amazing shop. If you're ever
Yeah,
there
yeah.
in Long Island, you should go.
Yeah.
It's better than GameStop. It was so cool is that when I went to that shop, like they even stream the shop, for example, like they stream all day
Yeah.
from from basically a security camera, and you can hear what's going on. You can see all the dealings.
Oh, I didn't know they streamed it. That's so cool.
Them opening cards, like you can request opening cards and from the shop or any kind of merchandise you want to buy
That's super
directly.
fun. I met them at PAX. Yeah.
But basically, so like since I was already there, I decided to go to them, and then because we had nothing to do, we're like, okay, we were at the diner deciding what kind of random streams we could do. And it
Yeah.
was, I always thought I've always wanted to do this, but not on my channel because I feel like that would be a little controversial.
Sure.
It was fun, so I'm like, all right, let me do it on someone else's channel, and I was really serious about it. It was really
Yeah,
fun.
do you have any big plans that you can kind of tease for the next 12 months in 2025? I mean, we're coming up on some pretty big years, man. I mean, we got a bunch of new games coming out. Not a bunch. We got Legends EA coming out, and then presumably a new generation game. In the
Once
30th
we
year
actually know what the
anniversary.
hell ZA is, I could come up with it. I make sure not to come up with ideas before I know what the hell is going
Yeah.
on.
Right.
Like, and most of my videos don't have anything to do with like whatever's releasing until after it releases, and then a review or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I am doing this huge mega challenge that technically Dusty is part of, and honestly, you two can be part of too. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to like assume who wanted and not wanted to be involved. But basically, this because it's like it's basically open to everybody. But like, we'll see. So it's
You said you want like 50
challenge.
people. Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, but like then in the end, I realized, wait, that's a little bit like I don't want a 50-minute long video.
Yeah.
But it's basically a challenge where you guys get a Pokemon and you have to literally create an actual like legit outfit based on the Pokemon.
I was flabbergasted. I thought we were doing
not
cosplay. I was like,
Yeah,
I'll pick a
cosplay,
grass
It's not
type.
goofy. It's like actual stuff that you can wear outside. That way, first that you can like actually like. If you buy something especially for this challenge, it's something that you can actually wear,
Yeah.
a fit that you can actually wear outside, but it's inspired by Pokemon.
Yeah, I love this. I was gonna put like a plant. I was gonna hold a plant on my head to be like, look, I'm Bayleaf. And Ron's like, listen,
wear that out.
He's like, reread the challenge again. It's we're trying to look sick here. We're trying to have like these these nice fits.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think I
Exactly.
got something. I'm excited. I'm excited to show you guys.
Ah,
That's fun.
So if
That
you
is
guys want to
interesting.
be part of it, let me know. Just message me.
okay.
Because the thing is, like, it's hard to get some people because like they just don't have clothes or something, or just
Yeah.
not interested.
Right.
Right.
It took me a
right.
while to like think about what I actually had in my closet.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are gonna shop, and again, it's technically a business expense. So like, some people are gonna shop. I'm gonna definitely like it's gonna be an excuse to get an actual like really cool outfit.
Yeah,
That I can use in the future.
it's like a tuxedo. Yeah,
Well,
that'd be sick.
I'm
Indeedee,
encouraging
I
at
could
least a
see
few
it.
to get like Indeedee's. I know someone's gonna do like a legit like gothic Lolita for like the Gothitelle line.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so cool.
That one's a good one. Yeah.
I was like, someone's got to be scraggy with the.
Someone is gonna be scrafty.
Yeah, I can.
That's
I
awesome.
can imagine who that
I
might
can imagine
be.
who.
No,
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
But again, it's not gonna be a cosplay, so it has to be legit, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
so cool.
Right.
Right.
But I was
Like you
originally
have
gonna
to
do
be able to go
Sceptile.
out in it.
Exactly. I was originally gonna do Sceptile, but honestly, all my fits like are kind of inspired by Sceptile. Like I usually
that's
wear like
sick, yeah.
a green jacket with like
Sure.
red shirt below, and then some kind of gray or green like pants. And it's like so like I may not do Sceptile, but we'll see. I'll actually go out and like shop for like hours and hours and just buy anything.
I see the vision. Yeah, very nice.
That's fun. That's super.
And
fun.
then hopefully more of like I combined 4 artists. Yeah,
you got a cool one this last week, I think it was.
5 Poketubers designed Pokemon from new designs, or like from the five Poketubers designing Pokemon from the same description. So you bring on people who aren't artists, so you can literally be open to anybody. Finally, I can just have any Poketuber on, and we create art.
No, that is cool. I watched that one. It was a lot of fun.
So again, I'm trying to like do spin-offs and stuff like that of theories that I already have.
Zach's design was so cool. Zach Toshi, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're all pretty good. So
yeah.
They're basically branching out.
Do you think you're gonna try anything like way different?
Yeah. But I sometimes I don't. If something's like different, like nobody's done it, I'm like, should I even say this publicly? Because then someone
sure. Good point. Yeah.
Keep it under wraps.
I'm trying to think. I guess one thing that again, if it becomes this, okay, I'll say it. Like if it becomes a series, it would be so cool, and like literally any Poketuber can be part of it. Which is we just make slideshows, like funny slideshows, and show it to each other about like niche topics that we never get to talk about in our channel. Like Pokemon related topic.
Yeah.
Like for example, like an example that I may not do, so that's why I'll say it. But like what is the perfect like thumbnail, like Pokemon for the thumbnail, like just a whole slideshow about like, what's the perfect Pokemon for thumbnail, or like how Unova has, I think, the fact that each bridge in Unova has a different theme proves that Unova has like the best soundtrack or something like that. Like just going through like
kind of like hot takes almost.
Hot takes, but that like I never get to talk about that I've always thought about.
But through this format, you can actually do that. Yeah. We got a super chat. We got a super chat here by Brandon Morgan. Thank you so much, Brandon, for supporting the stream. Love you guys. Love the show, guys. Keep it up. Thank you, Brandon.
Keep it up, guys.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Any what's this effect right here, dude? What's this thumbnail effect? You have like this extra border there. Do you see that? It's just like an image, but it's got a drop shadow.
It's just part of the thumbnail.
So it's just white. Oh, that's cool.
To make it look funny.
That is cool.
Nice.
It just kind of threw me off. Anyways, yeah, man. I'm excited for. I don't know. I'm excited for Toby's return. I think it'll be nice to just like. I think for our space and our niche, it is nice to have Toby return, because that's
for sure.
That's what he's all about. We're all doing we're all doing similar stuff, and I don't know any.
At some point, he was like peak Poketuber in terms of like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was just like so passionate about Pokemon, and like
he was the guy. Oh yeah.
I think he's incredibly influential. I think the platform, listen, we're all 30. At least you, me, and Toby. And Soul, not to out you, Soul, but you are over 30. Yeah, you're 30.
We'll keep it.
Yeah, we don't want to tell anyone.
He's at least 30.
Younger people get older, the ecosystem changes, the landscape changes, and it's tough. It's tough to keep up if you want to stay true to like your niche or whatever actually motivates you. I think about that all the time. I was thinking about like what's going to happen to the podcast when I'm getting gray hairs rapidly. Every month I have a new gray hair. I'm like,
that happens once you hit 30.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to be 40 one day and I'm still going to have a Pokemon podcast. Will the audience of 25-year-olds still want to listen to us? I don't know.
It's funny because like technically it's a blessing and a curse. Like originally I'm like, to be a successful YouTuber, you want them to come for you, right? So like I'm always stressing about like, no, I want people to come for me.
Yeah.
But then here's the thing. The thing is like, if I get older, maybe I'll be out of touch and stuff like that, and they're not gonna come for me anymore. But and the problem, again, the blessing and the curse is that like they don't come for me. They come for like what I do, either the art or just the video itself. And originally I'm like, that's not a good thing because then literally each video does completely different, like has completely different views and gets a different reaction because every video is a different concept and they're not here for me. Like if they were here for me, every video would do well, and every video, no matter how good the video is, it would do well. But at least that means that in the future they're still going to come as long as I'm doing good stuff, no matter how old I am.
I think you just have to have faith in kind of like the long game. It is a blend. The way I think about it is, we went so hard our first year because I'm like, no one knows who we are, and I think we got a pretty good foothold. But now I've been trying to like just take my foot off the gas a little bit and just enjoy the time and the community that we have built. You know, like everyone who's watching right now, like you guys are here watching us just yap about authoritarian legendary Pokemon, you know? And like everything we're doing right now is off script. So like in my mind, I struggle because I'm like, well, this isn't what we planned for. It's not reflective of the title on the thumbnail, but it's like, let's just hang out. This is, I think, going to be a strength because I feel connected to all of you guys watching, you know, and you guys on screen as well, right? And I think that
definitely need
a blend.
You need a place like this where, you know, people can come on and talk and like you have like a hub for Poketubers. It's always fun.
Yeah.
That's why I try to do on my channel at least. So like you guys doing it too makes sense.
Yeah. I told Toby, like he broke my brain in the summertime. He told me, he's like, oh yeah, I love your podcast. And he recited something back to me that is not, that like misaligned with my vision of the podcast. And it didn't keep me up at night, but like I was thinking about it for days, weeks, and it finally started to settle and I kind of accepted it. And I feel like, and what he said was what you just said, which is that it's like a hub for other Pokemon YouTubers or people to come and enjoy Pokemon and to talk about Pokemon in a long format, right? And that's something that like us three have created. And I didn't see it like that. I was like, no, our value is doing theories and talking about the lore and like explaining the Pokemon designs but it's like if the byproduct that I didn't plan for is the product, then that's great. And I think we're actually, now that I've accepted that a little bit more, I feel like we're stronger for it. And
we probably had like a 2-hour conversation about it.
I was like stress yelling.
Me and Lumi were like, yeah, that's what we are.
Yeah.
It was just like,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oscar G, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much, Oscar, for supporting the stream. My holiday card finally arrived, and I love it. Awesome. Thanks for providing all this great content. Thank you, Oscar, for being here.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, anybody who sees like the holiday card you guys gave me is always like, wait, is that official art? What is this?
Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's
Mark
so cool to hear.
On Twitter, he is the man.
Yeah,
it's a good artist.
We should have him on the podcast.
He's been in the game a long time.
You guys should have everybody you can should be on the podcast. I don't know. I feel like you should have more frequent guests, honestly.
Yeah, I've been trying to work with, like, for anyone who's like, it's funny because like I watch a lot of Pokemon YouTube, like even from people who have like 200 subscribers, and so I'm constantly like, let's get them on the show, but we can only do so many podcasts. So I've been doing like solo podcasts with these new younger guests, or just these, whatever the nice way to say, starting out creators. Yeah. And
I think
Go
ahead. Sorry, I didn't know.
No, I have a bunch.
I can't see your face, so I can't read the cues.
I've got a bunch on. I've got a bunch on ice. They're just like in our archive, waiting. I got to make a proper thumbnail for it. I got a bunch of those like guest episodes.
I think the one that we are always like the name that everyone's wanting us to collab with is MNJTV, but we can't reach them.
Nah, nobody can.
We're like, I wish.
That's fine.
I would assume like Tyranitar Tube or something.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Yeah, we get a lot of requests for Tyranitar Tube, MNJTV.
We'll get them eventually.
There's like a big three, like
Loxton,
and those are two of them, and then we'll see Loxton we've worked with.
That's true.
There's like another one that people are always asking us for, and I'm blanking on who it is, but
they asked. Yeah. No one's actually asked for PM7. That's something else we tried to do.
That'd be fun though.
Yeah, that would be
fun. I'd love that. HDV, that's the other one that people always want us to work with.
We've tried. When I went to PAX last year, I was like, we need to work with people who are like outside of our niche, and so we worked with Pulse Effects, and there were some other creators that I'm just kind of blanking on. And again, I was like so focused on growth that I was like, these aren't resonating with our audiences at all, right? And I think I also felt like I also wasn't able to, like, I feel like I'm still learning how to have a conversation with people when their main priority with Pokemon isn't speculation or whatever, right?
I mean, mine speculation is the least of my priorities.
And listen, you told me that straight up, and it was helpful to have that insight, because I just assumed, I'm like, yeah, who doesn't love that, But
I guess I get a little bit anxious. I just don't like talking about things I don't know of.
Yeah.
About, you know, like.
Yeah.
But it's also like I feel like it's become a skill in itself to like speculate, to imagine something that doesn't exist and then just start talking about it. Like in my mind, when I think of something cool, I can make it so real and tangible and build off of that. And a lot of people don't do that because they're like, well, that's not real.
I feel like also,
which is fair.
Yeah. If you bring it back to like the Toby, Birdkeeper Toby, like his channel, like in terms of its existence, it did start out as more like theories that you could actually like believe, like and like that makes sense based on actual like information. And then when it becomes like completely speculation, that's when like I get lost sometimes. It's just because I know Toby. I know that he doesn't know more than like I do, and if there's an actual like theory that makes sense, I would have known about it or something like that. But if it's speculation, it's like you're just making this up. Like it's just based on your opinions, and it's fine. It's just if you present it like a theory, sometimes I don't care because I know that you're just not, it's not a theory. It's
and some of that might be that we've been online for so long. Right. I was thinking about this earlier with another friend, talking about how like when YouTube was early and when PokeTubing was early and people started making videos, the internet, like those rumors and those theories were novel. Like they existed online, but like they weren't like just assumed. It wasn't like collective knowledge, right? And nowadays,
at this point, I'm a PokeTuber, so I know all these things, and it's just not interesting anymore. Yeah. And it literally was the reason why I got back into Pokemon was because of creepypastas and like all these like interesting like lore stuff that I didn't know, and that made me like a lifelong fan, like, and then made me like discover PokeTubers, like the first generation ones, like Jaywitz and Tamahiro, and then that's why I became a PokeTuber. But then once you're a PokeTuber, you basically your job is to know about everything, and then there's no more mystery. There's no more mystery in Pokemon.
Yeah,
and I still feel like that a little bit. I think what's fun about speculation, maybe this is just like the pipeline. Like what's fun about speculation is like we don't know that much, and I think what's fun for me, I'm not someone who memorizes all of the facts and stuff. I feel like Lumi and Soul are really good at this because they feel like encyclopedias to me, and it allows me to just be like when a new guy comes up and he starts saying things that they're real, right? They start saying things that are like leaks or whatever. I can just be like, I don't know if it's real or not, but it's fun to imagine because it's something I don't know. It's a mystery box. It could be real. It could not be real, but it allows me to now think about all these new things, all these new possibilities.
I like mystery boxes when I know that the creator of the mystery is actually doing something and is actually creating something. When it's like Game Freak and they're just like giving hints that they're not actually going to reveal or anything, or they're actually just not actual hints, then sometimes I'm like, what's the point? But for example, I guess the last piece of like Pokemon lore that I learned that I actually didn't know and that like was super interesting and that could warrant like a theory or something like that. And this was like 2 years ago, so I guess I haven't learned anything new in the last 2 years. Is basically that Guzzlord is just like a man? Zygarde. Is like an alternate universe
like
Zygarde.
Corrupted Zygarde.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. And that was like Toby told me that like on the train in London, and that like
that's fun.
That was the last theory I ever learned. Yeah, because like for years I didn't know, I wasn't. Yeah, there was nothing new. There was nothing new for years, and then that was the first theory that I'm like, oh, why don't you make a video? I think he did in the end make a video on that. But
no, that's super fun.
Yeah,
that is a fun theory. Yeah. What I love about Toby, about his videos, is that he will, he'll pick and choose different points of data and stitch them together to make them suggest a theory, right? Even if he knows they're not real, it's it still will be official Pokemon like canon, but it'll be like the anime canon or the Pokemon Go canon or whatever, right? And he'll just pick and choose these different things to create connective tissue, and at the end of it you go, oh, this is how he's getting to his conclusion of the statement of the thesis of whatever it is. And I think
that's what makes it theory instead of like speculation.
And that's
there
super
is a
fun.
difference. 100%.
That's super fun.
It's funny because we use the word theory all the time. And it's just like,
Yeah, it's a
that's not what this
hypothesis.
is. Yeah, it really
Well,
is.
some of the things that you were saying today, like for example, like I am interested, for example, when it's like showing a Sylveon poster or like a evolution poster, and then there's a mystery color. And that is,
Dude,
I would say,
I
a
was like-
theory.
That was an accident that we found out. Like I was literally like, this is not a thing. But oh yeah, who knows? That'd be fun.
It's fun.
Well, Ron, are we holding you up, or do you have work to do?
I do.
Precedent.
He's procrastinating. We're helping him procrastinate,
Yeah.
Dusty.
That's true.
If you want to get back to speculation, I can leave.
No, you're welcome to stay. Here, let me see.
I mean,
It's
you're
a nice
welcome
day
to
outside,
speculate.
too.
More than welcome to stay.
Can I do this? USB video? No, that's not gonna work.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
No, I'm just trying to show my face. No.
What
The
you
people
trying to
can't
do,
see my
Dusty?
face. The people can't see my face.
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
They're missing
Just
the
different
beautiful
OBS
Dusty
layout.
Gogoat appearance.
And by the way, I just realized that technically that this challenge, this like outfit challenge that I was doing, that I'm gonna do, technically a little bit inspired by like when I saw the post that Dusty made with like his team.
Oh,
Ah.
yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Nice.
oh, that's cool. I gotta channel that.
That was fun.
That's why I thought like, oh, that you could. That's why I was like so confused when you didn't understand the challenge. I'm like, but you already have like
You
nice.
did it.
yeah, but I'm not,
You were
but I'm
the
not dressed up
inspiration.
like anything. I'm literally just wearing like a snowsuit.
Yeah, but you understand the
Sure. Yeah, dude,
The-
I can post up. I can take some Instagram
spirit, the
pics.
spirit of it.
Yeah.
Now we have a
See, I
running
didn't-
joke
I
on
didn't
this
s-
show
I didn't
that
think of it like
Dusty
this.
cannot do homework. Like anytime we're like planning, like we've done tons of things where we're like, okay, let's everyone bring our like a Pokemon from each generation that we want to get a Mega Evolution one day, and we'll come and Dusty will be like, all right, I've got my 10 Paldea Pokemon, I want to get it. It's like that's literally not what the assignment was.
It's all interpretive.
Every time.
Dude, this is getting me hyped. I'm actually, I'm gonna do this 100. I'm feeling it now because then I can make one of those picks dressed up.
Yeah,
like
exactly. You
My Pokemon.
can-
That's fun.
I'd have to think
Exactly.
about it a bit.
Where's
That's
the
what
other
I-
one?
that's what-
Oh, yeah, this one was sick. Again, I'm just wearing black though.
You made like 3 of them at least, right?
I've made more.
Yeah.
There was a bunch on
Yeah, but there's
Instagram.
green. You're wearing green there.
No, I'm not.
Oh, it's just the reflection of it's the
Yeah, it's a
actually
reflection of
from
the
the green.
leaves. This is
Yeah.
in I think it was in Quebec. It was like in a park near I think
Okay,
where,
but now
where they were like,
imagine imagine you were like themed around
Dude,
the
just
Pokemon
dressed
around
up.
you.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Look like an actual trainer or something. Like that.
Yeah, I was
That'd
wearing
be
like a
sick.
kimono and I matched the Lurantis right there, or like
You could do it.
some crazy pants, dude. Oh, I could do it
But would you wear a kimono out? That's the question.
for this pick.
Maybe.
For like a banger tweet. Yeah, that gets 100,000
Yeah.
views. Yeah, of course, I would do it.
Mm.
Again,
And
t-shirt. Listen, my fashion is been upped a little bit. I used to wear a lot of just.
It
black.
is all black now. I think.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. It's my kind of my go-to, but yeah, dude, I should be wearing something else. Yeah, I get
Nothing
it.
wrong with black. Black's always classic.
Yeah.
So.
Slimming, that's what they say. Yeah, I should dress up like SZA.
I guess I remember when you like we hung out in New York and like I remember you having an outfit that I liked the outfit. It was a nice outfit, but was it also black? I think
Jeez,
it.
thanks. Yeah, I don't know.
I just remember you made an when I first met
I'm
you.
gonna
You
look
made
it
an
up
impression
now.
that you're not like you don't look bad. Like you
Thank
like
you. Appreciate it.
you so like,
No, honestly, that is a compliment because I want to. Yeah, I think I'm very select. Look at this. We're off topic now. I'm selective with my clothing. I feel like I try to buy something like I'll buy a shirt that's like $80, which is a lot of money, but I'm like, it'll be thick, it'll be comfortable, and I'll wear it for the next, 5 years. That's a lot of the clothes. Oh, yeah, here I found the pic of me and Ron.
because you have. I just like whenever I see you,
Hawaiian clothes.
but you have layers, which is like good.
I have other
You know.
outfits, Soul.
Yeah, Ron, you look like a.
Wow, that literally is sept. That's what I'm saying. Like green
You look like
jacket with red.
Sceptile right here.
That's
With
why,
the green and
that's
the
why I'm
red.
telling you that I maybe I'm not going to do Sceptile for this challenge.
You got to, dude. That's your look.
Nice.
Yeah. And then this is
Oh,
dude,
so that picture, all of those people are going to be in the challenge.
I don't want to boost a post.
Nice.
Oh, sick. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had Alchemy on once. I've talked to her a ton. I've seen like we've hung out. I got to get her on like a full pod. It's killing me.
We've been wanting to.
Dude, I wish honestly, maybe what we do is just like book out time to have like I just want to have everyone on the podcast.
I want to
Don't
go
do
to
that.
that place that your little DS.
Everyone at
photos are
once.
Yeah.
Where'd
would
you
be
take
nice.
those DS photos, Mr. Gogoat?
I take them all over the place.
Well, I mean those specific two that are just below. No, just below.
Oh,
not
these
up.
right here?
There you go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to tell you because it's a place that I
Near you?
vacation. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
well, tell me privately then.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Text me
Like,
later because it's
It's
beautiful
in New
and I
England.
want to go there.
It's in New England.
I want to go there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
that's
see-
really all I want. I didn't want you to tell me the exact.
No,
ones. I just meant, like,
I'll
New
tell you,
England was it? I know you went to
summertime
Portugal,
in the U.S.
Yeah.
so I didn't know if it was there.
Summertime, New England.
Cape Cod. What is this? Like,
Yeah, it's right on
Post the coordinates.
7:30, 8 p.m. in the summer. Right as
okay, but that's like I've seen so many people do that, and I've always wanted to do that. Just like
You
take
gotta.
a Game Boy to a vacation spot.
I feel like I
look,
feel like I
and then there's
pioneered
another
this
cool
vibe.
one.
I don't know. I
Dude.
take a lot of pride in this. This was sunrise. Like this is at like 5:30 a.m. or something.
When was the last sunrise I saw?
And I always do this on vacation because I'm like,
I like
because I could just take a 1 minute drive to to like the water.
This
you know?
feels like a form of art to me, and I
Thank
wish
you,
you would
thank
do it
you.
more.
That makes
It
me so
is.
happy because
the contrast of like the technology and the like video game with like the natural stuff, but also like the video game is inspired by the real world and like the natural beauty of the real world. So it's like a loop.
I
It's
think
so amazing.
I think for
and
me
he doesn't do it enough. I think
this is I have so much footage on my phone, but I think to me, visually, this is how I imagine the Pokemon games. Like they are a portal for me. Like what do I find fun out of them? For me, it's a way to, enter and play within a Pokemon world as a sandbox, right? I can do whatever I want in that Pokemon world as a trainer. That's what Pokemon games are for me. It's not the story. It's not, partially it is the gameplay, but like I'm a sucker for Gen 5 because of how many different biomes there are, right? And it plays like an open world where you can you go from one location to the next and you can walk everywhere. You can bike anywhere you want. I think that's so much fun. And so this is in San Francisco and there's a bridge right
except for in Wyndon.
I love the scissor and the red bridge.
That's true. Yeah,
That was a deliberate choice.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, Pokemon. What I like about Pokemon is like the lifestyle. Like even if you were talking about like Alchemy Sunday, for example, like just like being immersed in even though it sounds very like capitalistic, like just being immersed in the franchise is what I like about the franchise.
She loves
not
it.
just specific.
She's a pro.
It's a cool. She is, yeah.
She really is. Yeah, it threw me off for a while. Like because we met on like TikTok, and we were part of this now debunked Poke group. That's how I met her. And but I was like puzzled. Like when you see something that you've never seen before, and you're like, oh, like I'm trying to figure this out.
True.
And then once it clicked, I was like, oh no, this person just like she loves the franchise more than I ever could, or at least in a different way than I ever could.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love it. Yeah, honestly, you guys are doing this. This is fulfilling to hear you guys like hype up these videos because I
always have, Dusty. I've been saying that like
I know yeah.
for years now.
But even
honestly,
raw is nice. That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I did treat it like an art when I was doing it a lot.
You could literally just make an Instagram account and just.
He
only
had a
post
YouTube
things
channel
like
for
this.
it for a little bit.
Yeah, I did make a YouTube channel for it. It didn't connect on the YouTube
But
channel.
go to the one where it's like
This one?
The rocks and the sea.
the rocks in the sea.
Yeah,
that's
below,
that
right
one's a
below.
nice picture.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's epic,
So this
That
is
is
in.
Absolutely.
dude. That's the best one.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So this was a hike that I didn't want to do. It was like this was in. What is it called?
New England,
No, Big Sur.
Portugal.
My wife and I were at Big
Big
Sur
Sur.
in California.
Big Sur.
It was like a 3-hour drive to the location, and then we're like, oh well, let's do another little drive, like a 2-hour drive
wow.
around this rocky coast, super sketchy. And I didn't want to do it, but I love her because she's like, no, we're gonna do it. And so we did it, and then we get there, and she's like, it's just like an hour hike, and I'm like, Kaylee, the sun is setting, and I'm like, I'm like, these elements are not nothing. Like we're right on the water. It's kind of sketchy. There's high winds. I can't even the winds were crazy. She convinced me to do the hike. I was a little sour. I was being a little bit of a baby. And then we got here, and I was like, well, I'm gonna take some DS pics. And yeah, it was gorgeous. This was like my screensaver for like a while on my phone.
Yeah.
So that's great. And these are the memories. And this is why I love my wife, because she pushes me to do shit that I don't want to do in the moment.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's good though.
For years, I've been wanting to, like, I guess something in the same genre, which is like I take a lot of like just pictures in general because I like going on walks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just I want to like doodle Pokemon on top of them and stuff like that, and like have them in the.
That's so much fun, Ron.
I
Honestly,
never-
It must be nice being able to doodle.
yeah, Lumi was actually
everybody
just
can doodle.
complaining about or like commiserating that
Literally
he doesn't?
right before we began live streaming, I was complaining about how I cannot draw to save my life.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
No,
exactly.
not yet. I'm cooked.
That's what we were telling him,
It's a physical
too.
issue. No, it's a physical issue. I can't.
It's physical.
It really is.
It could be actually.
It really is. It's I'm left-handed, but like a lot of the bone in here is metal, and I've had like a ton of surgeries and accidents with this arm. So whenever I hold a pencil with it, it's like I can't. My body shakes. So I have to use my right hand, and I'm not right-handed.
To Ron's point, though, you could learn how to do something right-handed. I mean,
I try, man, dude. I had to like
it just takes practice.
First grade, I had to go to like physical like rehab or whatever for like 3 months trying to learn to use my left arm, and they basically like determined it's too cooked, so we're gonna try to get you to use your right arm.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, it's the same. It's a very light version of what your problem is, where it's like I've overworked my hand and so I can't just draw for fun anymore. Like when I'm done working, my hand hurts and I just can't.
Yeah.
So I don't get to do, for example, these doodles.
I gotta get a new mouse because I think my mouse is too big, and like I work for like 5 hours and my pinky just like naturally curls, and now I'm like it's starting to like hurt.
Not to go back to this, but Dusty, this one's great.
This one's great too. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
It
looked
would
at
have
these
been
in so
cool to
long.
like
Thank
have
you.
you going into like a haunted house.
Yeah, you should be
Sure.
in things that correspond to the view.
This is
to be at that like I forget the name of it, but you know the springs right in front of Turnback Cave and Diamond and Pearl.
Ooh, that would have been cool. I do have. Here's the thing. I posted this one, but I have like 10 versions of this with different Pokemon. Like I have one of these with Salamence, one with Gengar. I just thought Mischievous looked cool, and I feel like not a lot of people see that sprite.
Good for sure. Yeah.
You know, this one was crazy. I did this one as soon as Magnemite hits it with a Thunderbolt. That's a real lightning strike. Like I just synced it up perfectly.
Because like, dude, that is wild.
I was underneath. I was underneath the porch.
These.
Yeah, I honestly could.
It's perfectly timed.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Well, I did like 10 takes, but it worked. It was crazy.
How much lightning?
There was a lot of lightning. There was a lot of lightning.
I do love that one comment is not shiny. Like it's such an impressive thing, and they're like, it's not even a shiny. This is lame.
Bro, that's the internet, man. That's the internet. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. So this is me. This is what I wish I was like. I'm like entering the Pokemon world, chilling with Scizor. So cool, man.
I'm getting a lot of messages for literally this collab, so I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, man. Well,
this,
it honestly is really great to just chat with you again.
Yeah, always.
Spend a little bit.
Sure.
Here's the Salamence one.
Thanks for always being in the chat too. It's been fun.
Yeah, man.
A couple of times.
It's nice. But yeah, have a good day, man. We'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's see.
What a nice chap.
It was nice.
Do people still call people chaps?
In England, probably.
Hey,
Well,
guys,
you
I'm
know
back.
what?
I'm back.
Then call me British because he's a nice chap.
Guys, I think I was blushing. You guys are being too nice to me.
Yeah, your face was super red.
Aww.
Jeez.
But
Dusty.
seriously though, it inspired me to be like, maybe I should just like make an account that just.
I
does
know,
this.
dude. I want to do it. Like every
It's
time
fun,
I look
man.
at him, I want to go out and do it.
I think when you were doing it, it was a different time, but I bet
Yeah,
that
it
if
was-
you start doing it now, it might blow up.
2022 was when. So I think I was doing these. Yeah, when we were recording these, when I was recording these earlier in the day or week, we were recording like Pokemaniacs podcast,
Yeah, I do
or
remember.
at least this time, 2022.
Mhm.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, September. So this is like 2 months before we started the podcast.
That one's so good too.
Yeah, I
Just
remember we
anything
were
with like,
friends when like you were doing a bunch of them because, like we were new friends. Because I remember like telling you like we would just chat like on Discord. Like we didn't
Yeah.
even have each other's phone numbers, and I would just be like, you know, dude, I love this so much.
you want to do a few of those posts from Hidden Power? Just cover them really quick, or
Yeah.
the
let's talk to
rumor
them.
post.
Yes,
no?
sir.
Oh well, the rumor post we should do because you did say it. At the
Oh, to
beginning of
post
the-
these on Hidden Power.
No. That's a good idea too. But
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about just going over like whatever you guys were talking about before when we started this.
Oh,
what was
yes.
it?
I gotta take a bio break, but yeah, let me pull up something and you guys can You guys can
pull up something random. Pull up something random so that Soul and I
it.
are like forced to make conversation on just something like challenge us here, Dusty.
Here it is. I have
Okay.
decided Pokemon Sword and Shield are great games, and
challenging.
over 1,000
really.
people agree
this
with
isn't
me,
even
and I'm gonna go to the
challenging.
bathroom, and I require you now to
Okay.
to respond to this. I'll see you in a second.
Okay, yeah, no, I 100% agree with this. I'm just gonna go ahead and start us off with that. I think
it's like Ron said though. When we just agree, there's not much to talk about.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
I
I'm going
agree
to
with
try.
you.
You know what though? I'm gonna let you take the stance of pro, and I'm going to try to argue, even though I don't believe it. I'm going to try to argue that isn't the case. I'm gonna start horrible story.
But we don't have to do that. We could just gush about it. I think what he said was interesting, right? That it is kind of like that, but also we always have something to say, even if it's good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even if we agree, we
Yeah.
usually always
Yeah, like
have an
I
opinion.
agree, but horrible story.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
if I can be,
How can I disagree with you on that?
Right.
That's the thing. It's like, oh wait, I agree with you on the bad things.
You might disagree with me on this because this is super nitpicky and just me being annoying.
Right.
But I hate that, Raihan is the 8th gym leader and his ace is a Duraludon. And then immediately, very next game, or not next game, but next gen, we get an evolution to Duraludon. So now, honestly, Raihan kind of seems lame because his ace is an unevolved Pokemon.
Well, I do think that was hilarious, but I don't agree because Duraludon's awesome. And it is like the way that Archaludon is like a pseudo legendary now.
Yeah.
It wasn't that there. I mean, he would have to be. I'm trying to think of like Leon's Pokemon, and he rivaled Leon. So, if he had
Leon
an
had a
Archaludon,
Dragapult.
yeah, if he had an Archaludon, he would rival him better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is true. It's just funny. It's ironic.
Do you like Duraludon better than Archaludon?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay. I think I like Archaludon better, but to me, Duraludon looked like an inhaler when I first saw it. Like, I actually really hated Duraludon when I first, and it grew on me. But when Duraludon was first revealed, I was like, "Oh, this is garbage."
Yeah. Oh, that Requiem Impact actually makes a good point. He probably stayed with Duraludon to Gigantamax. So, because when you think about it,
Is this the canon team?
Oh, it can't Gigantamax.
Yeah.
Archaludon,
Yeah.
I mean.
No, that's a fair point.
Are we thinking
still.
this is Victor and Gloria's canon team?
No.
I never thought about that, but no. We can't talk
This is
about
official.
Victor and Gloria. We're going on this trend of like bland protagonists. They
Yeah,
start the
dude.
trend.
Oh, see, I only think they look bland here because of these outfits. They're looking
Sure.
pretty basic. But I think like if you look at their
They're actually
like,
pretty
their-
good. I do
their
like them.
base clothes, I think they're really good.
They're decent, especially if they were just them. But then you get
Mhm.
Scarlet and Violet, and they're just like
Oh, yeah.
kind of the same.
Scarlet
Yeah,
and
okay.
Violet's is genuinely horrible in my
it's
opinion.
Just like,
in like
bad.
European
they
with
added
brown
them into
hair.
Masters. They added them into Masters, and I was sitting there thinking like, really, you're proud of these designs? I would
No
honestly want them
character.
to like not exist and forever.
Yep.
They're so
agree.
bad. They're
I
so
agree.
bad.
So
All
yeah,
right, let's talk.
Let's talk.
What are we talking about?
Well, we were just
Hidden
agreeing with
Powers
you,
Twitter.
honestly.
Hidden Powers Twitter. Yeah, and then you guys said something about these legendaries. I didn't even really read the tweet. This thing. What is this?
Oh, this?
Oh, this Z moves.
All right.
Yeah.
What do we think about Z moves? It's almost been 10 years since Pokemon Sun and Moon. Did these age well? Here's the thing. We posted this. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Nick, the real Omori, who's posting for us.
Omori-san?
But I don't really have that many thoughts.
You guys were the ones that said you wanted to cover this.
I'm just saying it could be a
do.
discussion. I just don't have.
I do.
I still
I
feel
thought-
the same about Z moves, truthfully.
Well, how is that?
I hated them when it first came out. I was like, this is the dumbest. Because we were
It-
coming off of Megas, especially.
Yeah. It's only dumb. I think a lot of these things, it's only dumb in comparison to what we are not getting a continuation of, right?
Well, no, it's because they
It
didn't
just
get
feels like
new
lost
forms.
potential. Yeah, it
They
would have
didn't
been
get
sick.
any new form.
Well,
Except for
listen, buddy.
Necrozma.
Necrozma got a new
Ironic
form.
that that's your complaint when the one form is your
Listen,
favorite.
when it
Yeah,
first
yeah.
came out, Ultra Necrozma was not a thing. That
Yeah.
wasn't until Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
So I hated Z moves for a long time before Ultra Necrozma came
Yeah.
around.
Gotcha.
But yeah, in the end, like looking back retrospectively, I do appreciate them, like in the sense that each individual like cutscene is really cool. You know, it was cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And these are like
wasn't a
all
new
the little
form.
like I pulled these up. I was like, this is cool that each of them got a little bit of a
the spectacle.
Yeah. And I think
But
at
the same time,
at this
so
time,
long.
yeah, they were
They
so
took
long. But I think Z moves, the value of them, I think at the time people were really like wishing we had cooler animations. And in Gen 7, the starter Pokemon, a lot of Pokemon, all of the signature moves for like whatever signature moves existed for the new Pokemon had custom animations. And then there were also the Z moves, which were like super long anime epic moment, you know, like animations.
I do think that half of the problems that happens in Pokemon is when Game Freak like listens to the fan base and then the fan base they don't do it what the fan base exactly wanted or something
maybe,
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what it is? Because so many fans were like, "We need better animation." They still will say it to this day, like better.
Which isn't even true. It's like the animations are fine.
Yeah, some of them. It sucks. Scarlet and Violet was terrible because they did. I think in Sword and Shield they did great move animations, and then in Scarlet and Violet they took them away. They just like they just. If you look at Inteleons or Cinderace or
I was literally thinking of Pyro Ball.
Even Eternatus, Eternamax, like Eternamax has been basically erased from existence. Like obviously in that game, that's the game that it was in. But
well, I think it was
in its animation, in the move animation. I think it's Eternabeam, maybe. I don't remember which one. But in the animation, Eternamax will like come out, and okay, so at least you get to see Eternamax in a move animation if we can't even use it. And then in Scarlet and Violet, it just like shoots a beam from its chest, and that's it. No more Eternamax.
Yeah, which is a shame because that's basically the same as its other move, the little like what is it, Dynamax cannon.
Yeah.
I think what I would say to that is like I don't think we're supposed to ever capture Eternatus. It's truly a video game boss, right? It's similar to like the Lusamine fusion.
Sucks, bro.
No, I think it's cool. I think it's cool because
but it is a form. It's a form of Eternatus, though.
But we can't obtain it
in game.
You know,
I know, but it is though in game. It's not like Lusamine was the first one. That's the one we should already be able to obtain. That I think.
You want to obtain Lusamine? That makes no sense.
Not her. The thing that
you and so many others.
Not her.
Not even how I thought of it.
Listen, the Nihiligo that became whatever it became without her inside of it. That would be really cool. Just saying.
I get you.
But see,
but they're cool designs.
The Nihiligo was only able to obtain that because it was with Lusamine.
Like, I think it's fine that we
maybe
can't...
that doesn't exist without the person.
But maybe they save her, they like get her out of it, and it still is the same. You know.
But I don't think it was.
I think there's nothing wrong with it just being like a boss Pokemon that you don't actually capture. You know. I think so. Like for me, that doesn't bother me because it's like we all want to like collect it or whatever. I think also it's like
don't give me a new Pokemon design and not give it to me.
I think what I'm starting to realize also though, and like dude, I get that. I get the sentiment. It's like you want to collect it, but also it's like I think it's intended to be interacted with only in that setting, which I think is cool. Like we've talked about, at least I've talked about. Like I think it would be cool, interesting if like certain legendaries had like a unique typing, not to give them a new type but like to just like, you know, I could see it realistically happening where it's like their type works a little bit differently because they're legendary. They're one of one. And in a similar way, these video game bosses are one of one. They're not Pokemon. They're not friends that you capture and befriend and, you know, go on camping trips with. They're these like world-ending creatures, you know? Mm-hmm. Like for those specific examples, that's how I think of it.
Just imagine if like Ultra Necrozma was just the boss at the end.
I get you.
Catch it.
But
I would be just
you can't even catch it. Like I can't even. I don't even have one on my main game.
Yeah.
We
my thoughts on them.
I want to. Well, before you say it, I want to shout out Noivy, who's been a member for 21 months.
Thank you.
Noivy is our
He's
designer.
More than a member.
He's designed so much of our designs on our merch store. He's cooking up a new design right now, hoping to have it for next week. Super excited. Should we give him a little tease? It's a little bit of a Kalos style. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited. We got cool. He designed the Hidden Legacy merch line. Anyways, I'm just doing a full plug. Noivy says, "Hey guys, we didn't get Pokemon Z, but they made Alola half Z. We got Zygarde storyline. We got Z moves. I think that's pretty compelling.
I agree. I think that saying Zygarde storyline is a little generous.
Sure. Yeah, we had
true.
a way to obtain Zygarde, and they kind of made Zygarde work within the region.
But
a
you can't
little fetch quest for Zygarde.
You can say though that there was a Pokemon Z, and they probably like third versions. That's the max amount of stuff that you could do. Sometimes, well, maybe not max, but that's the amount of like content that they would put into a third version. Do you know what I mean? Just like, oh, you have to assemble Zygarde in Pokemon Z, and then you fight something. They just took it and put it in Ultra Sun Moon or whatever it was.
Matt Carter wants to know when the Dream Eater sweater is going to be back in stock, and I mean the hard truth. The hard truth is that was a Halloween drop. Maybe we do a new version of it later on throughout the year, but it'll definitely be back in October. But who knows? I don't know. If there's enough of you that want it, if you guys want to start a hashtag, maybe we'll make it live.
Yeah.
Our petition. Bring to us a petition with 1,000 signatures.
1,000 is a lot.
1,000's a lot.
1,000.
There's like, but I only want to buy one. Yeah. So I think my point is like, I think overall the implementation was kind of weird, where it's like you could do a Z move anywhere. I think what was great about Dynamax was that you felt the weight, you felt the significance of the gimmick, in the fact that you could only use it during like important battles. I think Z moves being available everywhere was also kind of, or it shared that. I think if that's a problem, it shares that with Megas. I think when you're playing through Kalos, the Megas do kind of feel like just like an ultimate win button. Obviously not the ones that you get in post game, because it's like already post game, but like, yeah, it's like you Mega Evolve your Lucario, you win every battle. There's no debate, you know?
I will say it was great that Z moves were alongside Megas. That was fun.
Yeah,
then
that is cool.
You had both, so it wasn't like the worst ever.
Yeah.
But
And
anyway, Lumi, you were saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I my thoughts on Z moves are, when they first happened, I was like, this is really dumb, and probably you know, I want to misquote you, Soul, but I think this is what you were saying. Probably a lot of it was the same reason, where like it's like this is taking the place of Mega Evolutions, and you know, I do like Mega Evolutions more than this. But in time, I've grown to kind of become fond of them. I've also grown to appreciate that, you know, what is French about Mega Evolutions? What is, you know, Spanish about Terrastal? What is you know, British about Dynamax? But this was a very Hawaiian gimmick, and I think that's pretty cool. You know, like it gave those kind of tribal vibes that Alola was going for. And so I think if they ever brought Z-moves back, not even when they do, because you know, if nothing else, Alola remakes or an Alola Legends game at some point. When they bring those back, I think that there's some things they can do to rework them. But I like them overall. I wasn't a fan of the Pokemon picks for these. Like, you know, Z-moves, they gave out some, like, you know, there were Z-moves where all Pokemon could use them, but then there were some exclusive Z-moves, like Eevee got one, Pikachu got one, Cat Pikachu got one, you know, Snorlax, etc., etc.
And
I felt
Pikachu?
like Cap Pikachu,
sure,
like with the Ash.
I thought you
cap.
meant like Meowth or something, or
No.
Eevee.
But Eevee did get one.
It did.
But I don't know. I feel like they picked the very popular Pokemon, and I like that Megas and not Z-moves, excuse me, Gigantamax picked. They picked around. You know what I mean? Like,
you
sure,
get
of course,
Mawile.
there's your popular ones like Tyranitar, but yeah, Mawile, Pinsir, you know. And I do wish they had done that. But you know.
Yeah, I think another thing is, and this is funny, right? Like, people always talk about how slow Sun and Moon is, which I think, which like alone isn't a problem. I do think it depends on like your play style. I think there was a lot of things that kind of compounded to making the Sun and Moon games feel just like I think they could be, like, kind of difficult, not difficult, but, like, slow to play through if you're trying to, like, replay the game a lot or do a Nuzlocke. Like, depending on your play style, like, a slow game can be annoying. And I feel like, I think there's a heavy emphasis on characterization and, like, making every single person and interaction that you have feel special. So those are things that I think in most other Pokemon games are not a priority, and therefore it's annoying to bypass. And then you introduce a gimmick that is also just doesn't have a skip button if you've seen it once. Like, if you've seen that's the thing. If you've seen these animations before, you don't always want to wait a minute to see the whole animation again. Like, once in a while is great. Like, when you're doing a finishing move against a gym leader, amazing, right?
Was there not a skip button? Because that would have been the best way to do it. Yeah, that would have been the best way. It's just like, you can watch it if you want to.
Yeah. And I want to be clear, it's only an issue because it's like, if you want to replay the game, you don't always want to, like, sit through every single thing that it wants you to take a look at.
You know what, though? You could do, like, I'm pretty sure you could do an options thing. Like, if you went to the options of your game, you can turn off move animations, but the issue there is that it's going to turn off everything. So, like, Charizard's not going to use flamethrower with an animation. You know, it's
one of the other.
Everything's just going to be like, use this, and you're going to see the health bar drop.
I didn't realize that there was so few, actually. I thought there was way more than this.
Well, every Pokemon
it was only Kanto and Alolamons.
Yeah, and every Pokemon can use a Z move, but it's like just the special ones. Bramtastic has been a member for 15 months. Bramtastic, we love you. Thank you for all your support over the years.
Thank you, man. You rock.
Bramtastic says, did Zygarde get a Z move? I can't remember, but I don't think it did, which is madness, given its presence in those games. Gonna get an A move this time around, which is funny. I could definitely see that. So Zygarde didn't have a Z move, but it did have I think they were new signature moves, or like signature moves that were like unlocked in the Gen 7 games. Like the 1,000.
Ooh, yeah.
Like,
yeah. That's probably why they didn't give it to it, because it has other like signature moves.
1,000 Arrows, Core Enforcer. Also, too, this was the first time in a game that it was getting access to the 10% form and the
it got two new
complete
forms.
form.
It got two new
really
forms,
4 if you want to like consider they're not usable, but like the cores and the cells, you know.
But I think
bring
they're
up
cool.
a good point about Z moves being related to Legend ZA, because it's like, I don't know. I got to post this, but there's something that like Dexio and Cinna say about like Mega Evolution and Z moves being related, and it's just like Z moves, Zygarde, Necrozma theories about. Oh, I wanted to bring this up in this podcast actually, or this live stream, I guess. But I was diving deeper into like Jake's like Necrozma.
Oh yeah,
being
good theory.
Something Jake's theory about Necrozma being in Legend ZA, and I had recently tweeted it like yesterday, I think. It's my pinned tweet actually, but just like it actually being that, but what if it like fuses with Zygarde or something like that? Like it fused with the other legendaries. Like this moment right here where it's just like jumping on top of it. I don't know. There's so much that can be said about their connections. It's kind of wild.
It really is.
You can go like way deep into the connections.
I think we
here,
did.
It might just be a wild theory that never ends up happening.
I mean, the podcast is the podcast with Jake is out there. It's pretty. He goes pretty in depth. Sully the Skeleton's been a member for 17 months. Thank you, Sully, for just always being a part of the community and supporting us.
Thank you, Sully.
What up, Poke Nerds?
Hi.
Sorry, I haven't tuned in recently. Glad to see you all are still going strong. I am hyped for Legend ZA. Well, Sully, we hope to see you around. I hope you can tune in, because we got a lot of stuff planned for Pokemon Day. We got a lot of episodes. We're gonna be doing 2 live streams, first impressions and reaction, and then we're also gonna be doing a breakdown later in the day. And then the following days, we will be going pretty hard with collaborations with some pretty big names and good friends and people who love to speculate. We're going to be doing some roundtable discussions, trying to get people's different takes on all the news that we get on Pokemon Day. No, dude, I love this. I think there's a pretty strong like chance that Zygarde has a new form. I think it also makes sense that Zygarde is kind of primed for like a fusion of sorts, Like
I'm just saying, like, in this post, I was just going off about how we obviously have already listed all of the connections between Necrozma and Zygarde that like Jake did on that episode. And there's also just like this whole like Ultra Beast plot that they could go into if they really wanted to, because there's the whole connection of Zygarde being in Alola, the Z moves being Z, you know, then the light being like, oh, I read I think it was from the Tera leak, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it was in Zygarde's like concept art. And it was talking about that it like it shoots off light, and it's like I could just see Necrozma like being an antagonist and getting like a new form that is the A, you know, the A. And maybe it just like fuses with Zygarde, or maybe it gets its own form or anything. I was just speculating a whole lot, and that's what came out of that. I was just building upon Jake's theory, even though I had the theory as well.
No, it's
maybe not before Jake, but around the same time as Jake.
No, yeah, it's fine. Other people have thought of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just had him on, and he did like a big
absolutely
Wikipedia
and I loved his breakdown
deep dive.
Of it. I loved it. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, Sky King with the super chat. Thank you, Sky King, for the support.
Thank you.
He says, Sky King says the Prism Tower, Necrozma, the Prism Pokemon. Yeah, and I think
there's a lot to it.
Yeah, there's so many layers connecting Necrozma to Lumiose City. I think another one is the fact that, I'm forgetting. There's so much. We should revisit that at some point. Sometimes I think we need to like live stream and react to a podcast that we've done in the past, just to remember and jumpstart the ideas and then work off of that. Because listen, I don't know about you guys listening, right? There's, how often do you go back and watch our old videos? Because I find myself rewatching old podcasts and being energized.
I don't think me and Lumi do it often.
You should do it.
We definitely don't.
You definitely should.
I love that the chat would do it, but
I don't like listening to my own voice.
Okay.
I do sometimes.
For the record, Adam Driver is the same way. So I'm
yeah, sure, yeah. I don't know if you can claim any similarity to Adam Driver. No guy can.
That man, I respect him. He's gone on podcasts, and like his rule with podcasts is do not show me clips from movies I'm in. And they've like shown him clips, and he's literally got up and left.
Yeah, that was like
NPR,
I think that's a bit extreme, but
I'm not quite there. Like, if y'all pull up a clip right now, I'm not gonna be like, nah,
Yeah.
But I am I just don't like the sound of my own voice or the appearance of my own talking. So
listen, I do the opposite. I disassociate, and when I hear my own voice, I don't think it's me. Like, I think
I'm able to do that when I'm editing. Like editing doesn't bother me.
To me as well.
Yeah,
editing doesn't bother me. I feel like I'm editing like it's almost as if Lumi and Zach are two different people.
They call me Dusty Two-Face. Bramtastic says the vines and the A logo
think that's a good thing.
Make me think of Nature's Madness for the Tapus again. A big Alola theory. Maybe the 5 districts. Yep, that's in the theory video.
The Tapus is a huge one too. Before we move on to the Tapus, I wanted to mention something that Kuro said. Z of Z moves is Zenith, which means for Japanese it's full power. So like you see how Perfect Zygarde, Complete Zygarde is at full power in Ultra Sun and Moon. I think it's Ultra Sun and Moon that it's in. Or is it just Sun and Moon? Either way. I just think that's another thing to add to that whole thing being related. But yeah, the Tapus, I could totally see a Tapu being like an Enamorous in this game, 100%. I mean, Lumi, you did the theory.
I did a whole video on it. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like.
There's a lot to it.
What would you call it? Like, I don't know if this is like we're like cannibalizing our own videos, but check this out. Listen.
So I've been wondering about like who the natural enemy of Zygarde is, and I think
you guys can't hear it?
No,
but I'm sharing my screen.
Chat probably can, but I can't.
The natural enemy is Necrozma. Yeah. I look at Necrozma and I see a Pokemon described as the Prism Pokemon, and I look at Lumiose City and I see the Prism Tower. And when you read about Necrozma, you can read about that it once had the ability to give light in its original form.
I'm pretending I'm listening.
The last,
what happened to us?
The last thing there, was that it said that Necrozma used to have an original form that could give light, right? So the whole thing is like if Lumio City, if the Prism Tower needs a light source, right? That light source could be the ultimate creature of Necrozma. I think it's also interesting.
That one's original from Jake, because I haven't heard anybody else say that, and I never thought of that.
If we're skipping around, right? We skip the Gen 5 remakes, we skip the Gen 2 revisit, we go to Gen 6. I don't think it'd be that crazy if there were like, let's incorporate Gen 6 and 7 lore and legendaries all at once, you know? Because then maybe the next Pokemon game is like Gen 8 and Gen 2 randomly or something, right?
I mean, here's the thing with...
Because it's not a remake. It's a new game, right?
Yeah. L1233 also makes a very big point about the Tapus, and it's just... The most basic thing is that the Kalos legendaries were not in Scarlet and Violet, and neither were the Tapus. So it's like,
or the Ultra Beasts.
Yeah, it does apply to the Ultra Beast as well. So it's like they're the ones that everyone's looking at,
and even Type Null and Silvally, which are heavily connected into Ultra Beasts as well.
Yeah.
Also, too, we still don't know where the third Type Null is.
Yeah, true.
They made 3.
Oh,
You're
no,
given
it's
one.
in Kalos.
Gladian has one.
Oh, I'm
don't know where
gonna
the
make
third
a
is.
I'm gonna make a theory about this. Lou.
Nice.
Because for the record, there is a third one in Sword and Shield, but the Macrocosmos made that one, so it's actually a fourth one. It's not like the third one. It's actually a fourth Type Null.
Sully the Skeleton says with a super chat. They say, I do that with my videos to see what I can improve. And I'm assuming that's like watching back their own
Talking
videos.
about watching it back.
Yeah.
That's smart. Wish I had that willpower on my man.
No, it's all good. It's all good. There's no right way to do it. I feel crazy. My wife's always like, why are you listening to yourself? And I'm like, I don't think it's me. I'm sick in the head. It's
like see, this one's easy to distance myself from because like
you're wearing a hat,
baby face in it there.
You were shaved,
no facial hair.
I will also say that the reason I think that all those Gen 7 Pokemon aren't in Scarlet and Violet is because I think that the next Legends game will be Alola. That's my
you are a man after my own heart.
Yeah, that's my personal take on it. I don't think that they're even going to be in Legends ZA. I think it's just going to be like, oh, after Gen 10, it's Alola.
I will say, though, another reason that the Tapus could be missing from Scarlet and Violet is simply game balance, because Tapu Koko pinned with the Paradoxes, that's dangerous.
Yeah,
that's
true. Yeah.
People are loving the Baby Lumi.
The Baby Lumi.
Baby Lumi.
We need a meme, Baby Lumi meme.
Baby Lumi. Oh, man. Well, guys, I'm kind of running out of steam. I think this was fun. We recorded another podcast for Thursday. So that podcast will be up on Thursday.
It's good. Can I tease it?
Yeah,
it was a good podcast.
He just did. He just scrolled right by it.
It's right here. It's a Pokemon Day presentation 2025 prediction.
Ooh.
It's gonna be good. It is.
It was good.
I still have to edit it.
I can tell you it was.
I still gotta edit it.
Bro,
but,
it was a good podcast. I highly suggest watching it.
Yeah, and we stayed on track.
If you ever get upset with us, we stayed on track. And if you, it
was like an hour and a half.
And if you're the kind of person who's like, man, I really wish that they'd mention the spin-off stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
we do. We give a good bit of time to that, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And now we're tired.
But thank you everyone for all the support. Thank you for all the members. And the Patreon members, and thank you for all the super chats. Yes, Sully says Gen 5 remakes. I'm gonna fill.
Good to see Sully back.
It is good. Yeah, it is good.
It is good to see you back, man.
I'm gonna fill this out for the group. We'll post this. I'll post this later this week with our predictions. Lumi's also got a version of his predictions. I think I deleted it.
I can.
Had
if
it
you
up.
send me. Well, don't show it yet. Don't.
It was
show
so
it yet.
janky that I deleted it.
No, I didn't. Yeah, that's not why I deleted it. But yeah.
I'll translate them to the template you made.
Yeah.
And then post them when Thursday comes.
Yeah. If you I don't know, I'm just chilling. If you guys this is weird. It's like a live stream, so I'm treating it like a live stream. I'm not actually like screaming like it's an episode.
I know, but you're just.
We should do a full ASMR podcast
it's too much
episode.
for my ears.
I'll be honest with you. Well, actually, when do you guys want to? Do you guys want to jump on stream with me when I hunt for the shiny birds?
Maybe. My wife knows my schedule better than me, so I don't even know.
Oh wait, when are you doing that? When is it? Because
it would be on
Friday through Sunday, so it'll be Friday or Saturday or Sunday.
So guess what? I'm getting a puppy on Saturday. So I'm gonna be in a hellscape on Saturday.
So you'll probably do it Friday.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me see.
Yeah. I won't be able to because I have family coming into town from Italy for the whole weekend.
Dude, that's so cool though.
It is cool, but I actually would love to be a part of that stream. I don't know. If you do it really late at night, I might be able to.
You know what, man? Your family is our family. You tell them to come on too.
Yeah, honestly, they should. That would be fun. I love when people jump on. It was honestly so much fun. Ron popped in. Yeah, True Green 7. That was fun.
We'll take anyone on the pod. Literally. Soul's family's going to hop on. Maybe Dusty and my wives are going to crash it.
No, Kaylee would never. She would.
She would never?
I don't think she wants to. She's had
Sarah
40 years to be on camera, and she's... The closest we got was this one video where I'm just recording the beach.
Oh, sure. She was with
my nephew.
Yeah.
She was just chilling, but
it's a good one.
Yeah,
I did notice that because at first I thought, is he just filming some random person to be? But then I was like, that has to be like. I was like, there's no way. Does he just
no
100%?
No.
I think Sarah would, but I think I'd have to ask her. That's for sure. She'd never be like,
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be streaming this later. If you guys want to support, you can jump on Patreon or right here on YouTube. You can become a YouTube channel member. $5 gets you access to all of our VODs. There's a couple that are available now, but all of the VODs forever of all of our different playthroughs, all of our shiny hunts will be available to paid members on Patreon or YouTube. We also have all the Secret Powers episodes over there. We have an episode with Ron, who was on the show earlier today. And that was I think that was when we kind of got to know him a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was like kind of like behind the scenes.
That was like the first time we had worked with
first
him.
exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is fun about the Secret Powers.
It does also remind me because Brandon Crutchfield just commented, get me in the stream. And look, Brandon, I know you put the laughing faces, which means that you're joking, but here's the deal. You are a channel member. I can see that.
Oh, yes.
And
tell him, Lumi.
Next week, February 11th,
mark your calendars.
A live call-in show with our Discord. So it's not going to be live to YouTube. It's only we are going to post it on YouTube later, but it's only going to be live for our patrons and YouTube members in the secret Discord. So sign up, and Brandon, you are signed up, so you can be there, buddy. But
we
if you sign up
hear
right now,
what you have
it is literally February 11th. It is literally 1 week from today. So if you sign up for a membership right now, you can pick the lowest tier, which is legendary, $5. You can be on that call-in show. You're going to, we'll be talking live, but we're also going to be like, hey, we want to hear your thoughts. And then you'll be able to call into the show, and you'll be right here talking to us, and it'll be phenomenal.
I think
we're going to be talking about our Pokemon Day predictions.
Yes, Pokemon Day predictions.
It's so much fun.
Oh yeah. Which is going to be fun because I think
you are asked what time? Probably around, I would say, like 10ish. Yeah, is that fair?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
EST.
Yeah. We're not. Yeah.
We
10 a.m. EST might be like 10:30.
Just if you get in the Discord, there's a channel for it. And we'll probably
if you get in the Discord, we'll comment like we'll update everybody. Like we'll be morning of. We'll be like, we're gonna go live in like 30 minutes.
I think we might even do a thing again where we will be live in the Discord, and that'll be its own episode. That would be first, and then we might even go live again next week on Tuesday. And then I
don't know about that, but
and then that Discord episode would go up on Thursday. I've liked doing these live streams.
Some heavy dreaming, my guy, but I don't know. Those Discord ones, they are so much fun, but we usually go long, and they're usually pretty taxing on the old brainioni.
Sure. We need more coffee. Well, guys, thank you so much. We don't have an outro. We still don't have an outro.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
we do.
What's the outro?
Are you ready for me to play it?
No. What is it? Is it Ed Sheeran?
Just tell me when you're ready for us to have our outro, and I'll play the outro.
You can play it?
What do you mean play it?
Will they hear it?
Yeah, they'll hear it.
Okay, do it.
Okay. This was the Hidden Power Podcast. Thank you for watching. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was okay. We'll talk to corporate.
All right. Maybe we should get your alter ego.
Love it, Lumi.
Your alter ego? What?
Yeah, that one guy from the South. I don't know what his name was, but it's like
what?
that one guy that you speak. I don't know.
The pirate? Wait, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Lumi's got this voice that he does. That is this man.
Jim Williker.
Yeah, Jim Willikers.
It's not me though. That's another guy. I don't know.
That's a different guy. That's a different guy.
That's what I said. It's your alter ego.
But it's not my alter ego. Like that's implying that I pretend to be this guy and I don't. He's just some guy who's a really big fan of the show and is probably very attractive.
Damn. All right. That voice has a whole new meaning now. All right. See you guys. Peace.
See you.
We're out.
Cool.